My speaker's on, my camera's on, I see myself, I hear myself, obviously. I don't see you, I don't hear you.
She wasn't letting it go, so she was trying it and it wouldn't work, and so she grabbed with both hands and just started reefing on it, and it got her so bad.
Is that on, Matt?
Mike's on, yeah.
Dang, I was telling my story about my something.
About your something?
Yeah, it's gross though. Look at Jason. Oh, kissy.
That tracks.
Wet, roll it. And that's how you have to act for the remainder of the year. On all campaigns.
Smiley face.
Finally.
I want angry face. Come on.
Let's see what I get. Eh.
See what?
I got. Eh. You're sad.
Yeah.
Josh.
What's up?
For the rest of the year.
Matt, I heard
For the rest of the year, this is how you have to act.
Really?
Jason. All right. Jason, can you hear us?
Jason, can you hear us?
I wonder how bad the delay would be if you just joined stream.
Hello.
Then we'd be waiting like a
It's closed when it's far enough off that it's not fine.
What do you want to do?
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
Starting equipment's fine, right? So, like, I can have a short sword to start?
Yeah.
No, you're a kid.
That's honestly what I thought. So that's
No,
why
you,
I was like,
you can have one.
Okay.
You need something to defend yourself. Your parents would leave you hanging.
I
Yeah,
find one
they
on the
didn't
boat.
expect to leave us anyways.
Yeah, I find one on the boat.
It's a little tiny short
And you
sword.
just steal it?
Unless they did.
Short
Take it.
sword.
Huh?
Short sword.
Okay. How old are you?
10.
Okay.
What?
I'm 15.
Oh.
Just remember your guys' age when you make sexual comments.
Oh, I want to fuck that thing. Yeah.
I
you male or
want to
female?
plink that.
I am a male.
What's your name?
Kaden.
Caden?
Kanan.
Kanan. What's
Warden Kanan?
And your name is
My
Scoot?
dad.
No, I'm a loot.
Dude.
Scoot.
I'm a loot. 14-year-old mandrake.
Matt's name is
Arcathylum the Destroyer.
Is that serious, the name? Oh. Is it Arcathylum?
No.
Oh my god. See, I don't remember that. That's too many syllables. keep it to 2, please.
We'll nickname each other. We're kids anyways. Hey, Kay.
Oh. I like that.
Too bad.
He's my real name. Twig. That's my voice. That's my voice for my kid. I'm auto gnome. Beep boop bop.
Goes from deep to beep boop up.
Is anybody out there?
We are out here.
Jason, can you hear us yet?
Oh, I've tried to put my languages down. Some stuff. Look at this shit.
Video.
How many languages do you start with?
Depends on your background.
Doesn't he classify?
How much battery do you have on your
I
phone?
can't remember. What's the language that Earth Genasi?
How much battery do you have on your phone?
77.
You could call Jason potentially.
Or on my iPad.
Anyways, do any of you guys know what the language is that Earth Genasi speak?
Earth
Morty?
Genasi.
Terran.
Terran, that's right. Thank you.
Who?
Some loser.
I spell Terran, Master Sales Manager.
I speak
Every
sales
time
manager.
he texts me and I'm in my vehicle and I hit the button, it's like, Terran, Mazda Sales Manager says,
I got it
going to
right.
gym? Question mark. I'm like, ah.
Okay. Wyatt wants to play. He's been thinking about it all day.
Yeah, he's been eager.
I bet Jason's me.
Why? It's in a shop for you.
Logan, put your finger in there.
Is this the game?
In the middle.
Yeah, you just wait until he gets out.
I love this game. Oh, he's scared.
That actually zaps now. When I first played this, I was like, didn't zap.
Does that hurt?
It just tickles.
Josh, put your finger in
I
there.
don't want to play it.
Take care.
You put your finger. You put your finger in.
Technically, I'm not supposed to be able to unless I'm a druid. Can I take druidic as a language? Does it
Just because of your background is.
No, put your
That's
finger.
kind of my thought
Put your finger in.
process.
Put your finger in.
He though. That'd be an answer.
I was going with it because it makes sense for our background.
Why did you get you?
Josh, we're in this. Come on.
Yeah.
We're in
Put your
this.
fingers in.
Pick one. No, this first. We're still waiting on them.
Come on, Josh.
You're
Quick.
the one. Josh.
He's gonna jab.
So that
Did it get you?
Yeah, it did. No, it is not, man. It's
Put
like
it in. Put it in.
it's like the faintest
Vibrate from your
little
phone.
Josh, put it in.
That's actually what
too.
Ryan said to him yesterday.
You too.
There we go.
There you go.
He only fit 2.
That's also what he said to him yesterday.
There you go.
Now it's a 2 point so we can get to it.
Did he get you again?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll play one more time. Okay.
You have to like
my last
overly
time.
scream when it happens.
I was telling you to do that.
Did you get zapped?
No, it didn't. I don't know. There. There, we'll do one more time, okay?
You were playing a different mode.
Why gets that to scream?
You gotta close my eyes.
It was Josh's spot again.
I win.
See, I think
Block
you have to
this
change the mode and it only goes to the ones that fingers are in. Instead of just randomly going around.
Okay.
You like select which ones have fingers in them and then you start.
Go play Terran. Make him do it.
Yeah, Taryn has to play still.
Karen.
Fine.
Like, where are you?
Josh, have you seen Taryn's sick racing stripe yet?
No, I haven't.
It's right there. You can't not see it. We lose Jay.
Right here.
Yeah, he's dead.
No. Just have to.
Hola.
Are we giving up on the Jason theory?
I don't know.
What kind did you get? Chocolatine?
Get us working.
Super weird that there's
It's
just no
working out.
volume.
Jason. What do you
Not
need?
Jason.
Yeah, come on, Jason.
And you, okay, I got 1.
He's cheating.
Okay. Dad. Dad, I know I didn't zap him because he didn't turn it on.
Turn it on.
He did it on purpose.
Mom,
I had other pens.
make
that I
them
brought.
my battery.
Alright, fucking sheets.
Anybody see my rate sheets?
I've seen your left ones.
There was sheet stuff there, but I didn't want to look at it, so I just put it off to the side. Alchemist.
Close enough.
Alchemist stuff. Copy next.
I'm an alchemist in my campaign, and I allowed her to make she ported over a Pathfinder character, so I made it as similar as possible, and I allowed one of her discoveries to be the ability to grow herself wings, but she can never put them away. But she had to be at least level 6 for it.
Matt, there's a tripod for your phone there that you could grab.
What?
There's a tripod or like a stand for your phone right over there on his table if you wanted it.
Yeah, I don't really know what Jason wants to do here. He stopped talking.
He went to bed. It was late. He'll be here in a bit. Probably.
He's driving here.
He
Jason,
might be.
he's a Nelson hat.
Oh.
Go Tigers.
What?
Well, then maybe.
He's happy?
Yeah, who knows?
No, I won't put my camera in there.
I won, because I didn't get zapped.
Josh lost every time by it.
It's funny that 2 times before you did the 2 rounds, it was also that same spot.
That's what I mean. When I looked, he had it set, so it's only 2 of them, and you guys weren't using either of them.
Thank goodness.
Cheaters. So DM, like, we starting? Or?
Yeah, should I just start without him?
Yes, I want to spell it. Oh my, Chrissy, I swear to God, I just get this shit.
It's a silhouette. It's just like the Kaelin in the game.
Just lingering over here.
Just leaning against a doorway somewhere.
Okay, I'll give him some options. He hasn't gotten back to me. I'm gonna just go get a glass of ice. I think my phone and my MacBook were both trying to work at the same time, so I just found the email option to resend from the MacBook. Okay. Okay, give me 1 second.
Was I checking?
Hey, Wyatt,
Yes, sir.
if my resin doesn't come in time, can I send you files to print?
You can try and you can see what I do. Try again.
Wyatt's files? It's weird. Well, all Wyatt's files will show up with penis.
There's little ticks.
What's weird about that?
As designed.
He's like manually changing the file.
Enhance.
How is yours? You said yours has a, yours is like the auto cleaning one, hey?
I think the only one thing that print is actually fail on it, but that's because like I put the touch point was too small on the actual thing. Like it wasn't like
Yeah.
I was printing bases too. It wasn't printing. The Maddox, I tried painting them all. And I flipped them all.
Okay. For my 2 cantrips, Taryn, I'm taking Mold Earth and Produce.
You don't get cantrips.
I do.
You're
Why?
a kid. You haven't learned them yet. Shut up.
Why do you get cantrips? I want cantrips.
Because I have a feat that allows me to take 2 cantrips. I'm a druid tree.
This is gonna be the kind of kid that Wyatt is, for the record.
I want those ones.
What? I want that. Can I have that? Give me that. I demand it.
I took 2 cantrips.
You choose a
that
variant
suit
human.
where I'm from. Fire.
He chose a custom lineage.
Fire. Because my one was a fire genius.
Hear this, Jay?
Jason, can you hear us? Hello? Testing. Oh, you can't hear us.
I am playing, man. I'm tweaky.
You get a feat?
I didn't get a feat.
Unbelievable.
Did you get a feat?
No, I didn't get a feat.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Some racism towards humans here.
I'm a robot and you're a tree, so not really racist.
No, towards humans.
Oh,
Did you see the
anyway.
big pack of chips I got?
Huh?
Look to the right of Wyatt.
Oh. I didn't see that.
This is like that. Remember when you and I went to Wholesale?
Yeah.
This was like the exact pack we were looking for. It's got like Cheetos and Doritos and
You guys go
barbecue
grocery shopping
chips.
together?
Thanks.
No. During work, we went one time.
Okay, thanks for telling me that.
What are you gonna
If
fucking
you
do?
report
about
it, you're a narc.
Would you like to know the DC to climb up an oiled rope?
Yes, please.
30.
Is it really?
Climb an oiled rope.
Did they give an example down here? Aha.
Strength check. DC of 30. Climb an oiled rope.
Just wring out the rope.
What if I have really dry hands, though? Like,
What?
really dry hands.
Or if I use absorb elements.
And then you get a disadvantage because your
What if I
hands are
fly?
gonna rip.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
I don't have
He's
that
like,
spell.
shit. What if I have a climb speed?
Fly? I don't know.
Still oiled, so it's difficult terrain. 1/15
What if-
movement speed.
I choose to be
Guess
an
what?
oil
I can still
plasma.
get up.
Oh, I thought we were all pounding
An
these
oil-based
back. You
plasma.
guys already opened yours.
You're not done yet? Here's your ball back.
So are we just skipping them?
Well, you can start running us through what's going on.
Where's Lewis?
All right, coming.
Louis not coming.
Not?
No, he's doing a bunch of stuff on his house today. He just got the house. He's tearing out flooring, replacing it, and painting rooms.
Okay, Josh.
No,
Ladies and
Josh wouldn't
gentlemen,
do any of that.
I know, I'm just not being here to do homework.
Hey, someone did.
welcome to Rolling with Krakens. This is the campaign of Moonburn Isles. A campaign that I'm running, where Josh is the main character.
Nice.
Let's kill him first.
Who's Josh?
No, let's let him be the main character.
No, I said, who's Josh? I'm Joshua.
This campaign is based on a group of adolescents who were heading on a boat trip with their families, and while in the middle of the night, something happened that caused them to be separated from their families. Well, the cutscene to begin all this, and roll into what we're thinking. This is going to be more of a realistic campaign, so a bit tougher checks, more realism, eating, that kind of stuff is going to be important. So
Shucks. I want
shucks, I don't eat. Oh.
I want to find some oil to rope to eat.
I'm a plant.
I need to
There's no sun.
That's all I need.
There's moon.
During the sun. During the day, there's sun.
You don't know that. You've never been this out.
He also needs water. Let's devour him.
I take destroy water for the sole reason.
All of my roots.
I'll wait till you root in,
All right.
and then I'll earth trimmer.
Please start us off with this cutscene, Mr. DM, sir.
You should wait for that.
Can I have a vorpal sword?
Cutscene.
Damn it! After?
So as the campaign starts, you see me at home checking over my father's brandished vorpal sword.
That's how we start.
Go over it.
Let's go around and let's explain who your characters are, what they look like. Joshua.
Hello, everyone. My name is Fawn Ati. I'm a little white boy.
Is he white?
No. He's definitely tanned. He has seen a lot of days out in the sun. He originates from sandstone.
Is that real?
Sure.
He has. Do I like explain why I'm here, kind of thing, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why'd you end up on Maelstrom's Revenge? That's the shit.
Okay, sounds good.
Oh, what if that's anything to do with what happens?
It doesn't.
That's Maelstrom.
So, anyways, young Fawn has grown up a very nice life with his family. One is an architect, and the other is an art maker, where his mom, being a fire genasi, has made vases and actually used her flames with the sand to create glass. So she is very well known for her art. Fawn has been at home alone for quite some time, so his family decided it was time to get a nanny to take care of him. Fawn became very attached to the nanny because, you know, his parents were never around. And one day his parents came home and they all sat around for a nice supper. When Fawn asked to pass the salt, Tessin, the nanny, instead he said, "Mom, can you pass the salt?" towards Tessin.
Uh-oh.
Starting a little bit of worry that his mom has not been present in his life that much. Thus, wanting to go on an adventure to allow Fawn to see the world and reconnect with his family. Kind of learning that the nanny is not his mother because she's a tabaxi. But yes.
Okay.
Well, perfect.
What? Hello?
And that's why I'm here on the ship of revenge. I can't remember the name.
Maelstrom's Revenge.
Maelstrom's Revenge. As I'm going on vacation.
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
I think we just keep talking normally, and he'll comment if he hears us.
That's a good point.
Hello.
He just said we'll keep talking normally and he'll comment if he... Anyways, my name is Kanan Nugul. Nuggle. Nugul? I don't know how to pronounce it.
Keep going.
You guys are saying you kill me off.
No, I did
Anyways, I'm a little autonom boy, but my face does look very human-like as it's a fake little latex skin. So it looks human, but the rest of me is obviously very robotic. Or autonomous is the word I'm looking for. My parents are an inventor and a rogue assassin. That's obviously not obvious to people. They're very quiet and reserved. Anyways, my parents built me a long time ago. Not really that long ago. I say I'm 10 years old, but I'm not actually 10 years old. I just think I am. I usually conceal most of myself because I am a robot person looking thing, so most people are caught off guard by that. I help my parents in their job, and their job is to do stuff that's bad, but sometimes it's good. But I'm not allowed to tell people because mom says I can't tell anyone or else she'll hit me. I don't want to get hit by mom no more.
Otherwise, I'll uninstall your arm.
Yeah. Apparently that's what happened to my other brothers and sisters. Mom hit them too hard, so I don't want her to hit me. Anyways, we're going on this trip because we had to get to, I forget the name of it, some big capital city with a bunch of mages in it. Because mom said one of those mages is a bad guy, and we have to go talk to him. And usually when we go talk to them, they end up dead. My parents don't know that, but I do spy on them and watch them because I like to sneak around and look at what they do. And often that includes murdering mages. And so most people don't like us.
Copperhaven.
Copperhaven, that's where we're going. I'm also not made out of copper, but I'm made out of a metal.
Close enough.
Yeah. It looks,
Made out of tin.
I think it's lead, actually.
Rogan.
Lead is anti-metal.
I am playing Lute Oakhart. He is a mandrake, kind of a small humanoid treant, almost. My parents, Geld and Pharaoh, they lived in the ancient forest that is now known as Valgorath. It is a city populated by those with nature in their hearts, druidics, shamans, sages, the like. My family ended up becoming closely entwined with the royal family, as the royal family that has since moved in. We have become their messengers, their emissaries, and select ones of us, the forest's protectors. I was a small little sapling when my parents decided to enchant me and turn me into the next emissary for the kingdom, just try to get themselves a little bit of help and at the same time sprout a little bit more of a family.
Shut the fuck up, Sprout. I don't hear you say entwined, by the way.
I'm about 14 years old. When I was first enchanted, my parents had actually placed the family kind of sigil within my bark, and I kind of grew around it. Now it's proudly displayed. They have decided that at this point I need to leave Valgorath, get more of kind of an idea of the world, the people within it, and how to kind of conduct myself properly, so that way I can one day become a good little emissary.
Perfect. Matthew? What do we see laying in its bed?
Oh my god. Am I watching them sleep?
We're in an overview of him sleeping. Yes.
I don't sleep, I'm watching them sleep.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Not an overview. We're all there. Just shut down.
Leave your camera on, that way it also goes onto the stream there. So over on my side here, you look over, so we're still on the boat?
You guys are in your beds in the boat. It's nighttime.
What do
We haven't cutscenes or anything.
Yeah, we're just describing.
Who are
what
we?
Okay. So currently inside our stately room, if somebody were to take a peek in there, they would see my mother and father and myself.
Or would they? Are your mother and father there?
Well, yeah,
don't know
we're
yet.
just laying on the boat.
This is just what do we see, Matt?
So you would see 3 fairies all within the rooms here. You'd see myself just kind of off on my own where mom and dad are actually cuddling. I'm kind of pulled back inside a corner, just my own blanket, just kind of a little more smug. Warren kind of do his own kind of thing. Fairly large for my small stature wings on my back, intricately designed, some golds, blacks built into them, quite nice. As far as appearance, obviously I do have the longer pointy ears, a messy cut on my head, like haircut wise, yellow piercing eyes, and various tattoos along my body there. On my wrist, you do see a bracelet with a red circle almost in the middle that shifts in the movement, and then various rings. Most of my clothing, though, is, although a little bit higher end, it is of more natural descent, being that we are from the Feywild itself. But yeah, I'm, for all intents and purposes, just sitting there, having my little sleep, sitting up in the corner kind of idea.
Okay, so this is gonna be cutscene.
And then Jason.
He doesn't get introduced yet.
No?
Okay. Sorry, Jason. So we're gonna be starting with cutscene. So, as night fell, you guys lay in your beds below deck on Maelstrom's Revenge. The swaying of the ship provides a comfort that you didn't really expect when you first got out to sea. The wind kind of whistles through the hull of the ship. You can hear the waves crashing gently along the side of the boat, and it slowly lulls you to sleep. All your parents, along with Captain Kale Darkhaven, have sat above deck, laughing, conversing, and that sound and the festivities seem to dull away as you guys all fall asleep. All except for Lute. Lute, the young mandrake, he just has some terrible gut feeling, whether it's seasickness or something, makes his way up the creaking ladder, and he slowly lifts the hatch into the main deck, just to get a peek of what's going on and what he's missing out on. He's hit with the refreshing smell of the salty evening air, the wind kind of rustling against his face, and he smiles as he watches his parents all laughing and enjoying their time. After a few moments, he sees almost a dark figure appear behind the table in which they are all sitting at. And as he goes to scream and yell and warn them, nothing comes out except for a labored breath as the panic settles in. The figure behind walks up to his father as he watches and touches him as his father just disappears into an ash. A tear rolls down Lute's eyes, and one by one, as the members of all of this table and festivities seem to try and run away, it seems like they're stuck in a slow sand as they're trying to run away and they just can't. An adult raccoon runs towards the hatch, almost catching eye contact with Lute as he leans forward to grab him, and the figure grabs him as well, and they all turn into dust. Lute quickly closes the hatch, runs downstairs, and wakes everybody up and escorts them into the hatch that they were told about, the storage below deck, and they all sit there dead silent, waiting to hear a familiar voice, waiting to think that this is all a dream as he's explained it quietly to them. And after some time, the weight on their eyes and the panic subdues, and they fall asleep, and they wake up to the sound of birds chirping and waves crashing once again, the same light peeking through the creases in the boards. The last thing that you all remember is hearing a dark, booming voice echoing, "A deal is a deal. These will all make a fine addition to my collection." And as morning comes and you guys creep out of the hatch, unsure what to expect, you slowly open the hatch, and that same crisp air hits you, but instead of the usual captain bellowing orders and friendly greetings, and their parents all with the same smiles that they are so used to expecting, there's nothing. The table thrown to the side, cups sprawled around the deck, and the sound of just the waves and the open sea. You are all alone. You guys managed to spend the next couple days surviving, making your way through a mass of land where you came too close to shore, and jam themselves into a jagged rock where the boat starts to take on water. You guys bail and swim your way to shore. After a long walk in the shivering, shivering cold snow, you make it to the gate. A city guard welcomes you with astonishment. Oh, hello, young adventurers. Oh, you seem soaking wet. Welcome to Moonburn, sorry. Welcome to Moonburn. Please, follow me. As he escorts you guys into the king's castle. You are quickly treated to. You are given warm clothes, bathed, fed, and you meet up with the king. Hello, I'm Emerald Smallbottom, a small gnome wearing emerald clothes and a nice long robe. How did you make your way to my small city? As he's explained the story of your guys' journey, and in disbelief, he goes, "Oh, I've never heard such a tale. Well, give me some time, a few hours. I'll find someone to let you guys stay with him until we find your parents. I'll have the king's guard on them immediately, and we'll make sure you're safe. I'm glad we got you before it could have been worse. There's a lot of horrors out there in those woods. But welcome to Moonburn. I know the name isn't too appealing, but it used to be called Moonstone. That was until long ago there was a curse put upon my city. I won't get into it too much, but be warned, anytime past 11 p.m., when the moon is at its highest point, you cannot be outside, otherwise you will have burns all over you." And he pulls down his sleeve, and as he pulls up his sleeve, you see a large, almost necrotic-looking burn on his arm. And, well, I have only a minor case. It happened to me when I was just young, but it's been around for a long time in our once great city. Well, actually, it was said to be the capital. Until Moonburn happened and development seemed to almost come to a halt. We still have lots of families and everyone that lives here. It's a safe city. Our guards are well taken care of, our people are well taken care of, other than some, but beyond that, I'll allow you guys to rest, and I think I have the perfect person to bring you in. I'll go and get him. A few hours later, as you guys are resting, the King Emerald comes back with a older, bald human male, and he introduces you. Well, kids, this is Grafton Small. He's helped the council in a lot of ways, and he's actually got a couple of younger kids that he has staying with him now that I think you would get along with fine. He'll take you in until we find your family. As he kind of points towards Grafton, and he introduces himself. Hello, I'm Grafton Small. As he look at him, and he's got kind of gray, hazy eyes, a scuffy gray beard, bald, and he's wearing just pretty normal clothes, a fine vest, nice slacks, and he's got a nice wooden carved cane that he is walking with. We must make haste. The king has set up a ride for us to get to my home just before it gets too late and we all get moonburnt. We don't want that. Not with your lovely faces. I do have a couple rules. I'm not here to babysit you, but I do expect you to follow my rules in my home. I can find you small work. I know lots of people in the city, but I do expect you to be safe, and it's my job to keep you safe. Again, respect me in my home and my wishes in my home, and we won't have any issues. As we all hop into the carriage and you guys watch through town as you're driving through this town, pretty well kept, the odd half-built building, run-down buildings in the mixture, as you guys cross a bridge where you look over and you see a magnificent waterfall, where it's shimmering, set pretty well dead center throughout the town as a river crosses it. The light seems to be going down as it's reflecting off of it, and it's quite an astonishing scene. And he basically leads you guys to your home, and on the way you see a couple things that caught your eye as you're going through the city. Looking over in the odd alley, you see groups of people that appear to be homeless, all gathered together, hoods up, kind of in the darker alleys. through an abandoned building. Nick's actually looked over and seen kind of some eyes peeking through some boarded up windows as you made your way to Grafton's home. In an upper end area, he welcomes you, and it's not much, but it's a place for you to stay. There's a couple others there that you'll meet, and they will make sure that you're taken care of. And he's gonna walk you guys into the home, and that's where we can start as he opens up the door into a nicer home, definitely older finishings to it, not super well kept. Little bit of clutter here and there, newspaper still on the front door. You walk through the door, it's not necessarily a musty smell, but you get the smell of an older home. And he kind of shuffles you in and brings you guys to a room where you guys see, you guys see another young boy sitting on the stairs, and Jason, what do they see?
Would you like to describe yourself, Jay?
Sorry?
Can you describe yourself?
Oh, yeah. Well, I very mild and very, I don't want to say a little high, but he's mild. Yeah, young, I suppose, probably all you guys are. Slow to speak, but
So he, as you see the young Furbolg sitting on the stairs, he gestures towards it and goes, "That's Thistlebrook. He's been with me for a little while now, and he'll actually be a very good companion to show you guys around the city. Your room is upstairs to the left. The only rules of my home is clean up after yourselves, make sure that you are tidy and respectful to myself and the cats, and just please stay out of the basement in my room. Those are off limits. My basement office is down there, and my room is obviously my own private sanctuary." Now we will close off the cutscene.
How many days since the ship?
It would have been not even, like, your ship crashed, you guys, in the morning, you guys walked to the city, and it's now evening. Walked to the city, you got cleaned up, and brought
So
to the
we
estate.
spent 2 days on the ship.
You spent a
without
couple
the
days since the
parents.
accident, yeah.
So 2 days since the parents disappeared.
Yeah, so 2 days since the parents disappeared, it's been the same day as the shipwreck.
Okay, so we're at day 3 right now since this
Correct.
happened?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go pick the nicest looking bed.
Okay, so you're gonna head upstairs to the left?
Yeah.
So you guys head up, as you head up the creaking stairs and open up to the left. It's not much, it's a bedroom that has 2 actual single beds, and then 3 more cots set up for what looks like something that he almost prepped last minute, probably because he was told about you guys and just threw something together. Okay.
I hit the bed first. I don't sleep much. It's a little autumn gnome humor. I mean, boy humor.
Oh, okay.
I'll walk into the room and I'll look for whichever bed is closest to the window.
Okay, so you'll hop onto one of, it would have been a setup bed, so imagine 2 beds on either side of the windows, and then the cots kind of spread around the rest of the room. There's a wardrobe in the room, so a larger closet, and then just the door, and otherwise just a small singular window. The floors are a nice dark oak floor. Walls have like almost a lined green and white like wallpaper on them.
Okay. I'll walk over to whichever of the 2 beds is still unclaimed. I'll throw my bag down onto one of them, kind of thing. Maybe like tuck it underneath mostly. And then I'm gonna head over to the window, kind of open it out, and just kind of lean out the window, take in a little bit about the surroundings, try to take some fresh air in, enjoy the sun.
You see the
Hi, Jason.
And you drunk.
You see the young Thistlebrook kind of like look at you, and obviously a little bit too shy to let you know that was actually his bed, because he was there first, and he kind of like grabs his things from under his little sack from under the bed, and he puts it over his shoulder and walks over to one of the cots, and I'll let you keep that bed. Yeah, it's okay. It's fine.
Noticing him like grab his stuff, with, no, please, and I'll grab my bag and just start walking to one of the cots at that point. And just same thing, go to one of the cots, tuck it underneath it, and then walk back to the window.
Yeah. So as you look out the window, you So as you look out the window, you see a beautiful view of that same river and waterfall that you'd once looked at. And then kind of in the distance, looking down, you see a little bit of almost a darker shaded area with an industrial look to it. You see almost a factory with billowing smoke out of it in the distance, which seems to be the far southern side of the city. As your window is facing south. And you can kind of see the edge of almost a nicer area across the bridge as well. You guys are currently living in the Artisans Enclave district. You would have explained that on the slide. There's the Cascade district, which is more like the market filled with shops, restaurants, inns, mostly for tourists and locals. And then there's the Moonstone Mines, which is a pretty hardworking community.
We yearn for the mines.
We yearn for the mines.
As I get to my bed, I'm gonna sit down on my backpack.
Okay.
Decide, hop in, go under the covers, and with this room not being up to my family's wealthy standards and everything, and just realizing they are gone, I'll pull the covers over me and just start crying in my bed.
Yeah. I, before heading up to the room, would actually like to speak to Grafton a little bit.
Absolutely. I don't think we've actually introduced. I'm Grafton, as he reaches his hand out towards your little fairy hand.
Yeah, it's a pleasure, obviously. Now, Grafton, just out of curiosity, because obviously information hasn't really come our way very well as of yet. I kind of understand the moonburn side of things, but people turning into ash. Have you heard any tales of this?
Turning into ash? No, I haven't. Like from the moonburn?
No. From what the tree told us, it was actually just aboard the ship. Somebody showed up and now our parents are no more.
Ah, I heard. I apologize. I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm sure they'll be found. The knights are in the watch are very, very good, but I'm sure it might take some time. I unfortunately I don't know anything about them disappearing. I apologize.
They didn't disappear. They were murdered. Got turned to ash right in front of his eyes.
There might be a better explanation for it somewhere else. Unfortunately, I don't have that. You can stay with me as long as you'd like, until obviously you're an adult, and I'll help you settle.
But we're adults. Very long time.
Well,
How in this world would we know what the age is for like adulthood? Like,
yeah,
would it
it'd be pretty
18,
standard,
20,
roughly
20?
that 18, yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
You're almost out of here, buddy.
I want to make sure you have a good start to life. You know, mold you into fine young men.
Well, fairies usually don't go off onto their own until they're well into their hundreds.
Or maybe we can find you somewhere else to live. I don't think I'll last that long.
You can't live here, though.
As he's kind of got like a little bit of a shit-eating grin on his face.
Well, maybe we'll just take over your house. What'd you say you had in the basement?
It's just my office.
What do you do in said office?
I write poems and, you know, the odd study of books and reading. It's just my alone space. It's been a long time since I've had children in my home, and I'm not used to it.
Well, I do quite enjoy some books. What kind of literature do you peruse?
You wouldn't like it.
You'd be surprised. I like a little bit of everything.
Lots of history. You know, the dragons from the dragon.
I know, I'm too young.
Dragon's Peak. From Dragon's Peak, the history of that, the history of the war between the island here.
The history of the war on the island here?
Yeah, absolutely.
Which war was on this island? Just out of curiosity.
Well, long ago there was a war on the Dragon's Peak. This city, this actual region of 3 islands, was actually meant to be for outcasts and mischievous folks. And people were sent here as a punishment until they turned this fine region into a beautiful home and established it. But obviously with that much of vagrants and mischievous folk, there were lots of internal wars and struggles that happened. So, till we've gotten this great region we are now, there's lots of fights throughout the entire region.
And how many years ago did this war take place?
About 200.
So there must be some people around that still remember those days.
Oh,
avidly.
Yeah, there are some, I'm sure. The library might be able to help you a little bit better.
Appreciate that. So you made a place for us out of the goodness of your own heart. Did you, or do you have children of your own, Grafton?
One son.
And is he still with us?
Oh, Jesus, why would you ask him that?
Well, everybody seems to be quite
I'm
worried.
gonna go upstairs.
Everybody seems to be quite worried about this moonburn stuff, so I don't know.
Yeah, he probably died.
He is.
Getting here, our parents died. We get here, we're told to not go outside or we'll get burnt and die, so
Yeah.
it just seems like there's a lot of
I don't
dying
know
going on.
outside.
I figured that was an easy
Why would you-
go-to, easy connection there.
Yeah, oh, your son died. Whoa, whoa,
You
whoa.
go on this island, you die. So I'm trying to figure out how to avoid that untimely
That's what a dead
event.
kid. We really don't know him. That's what a dead kid.
Meanwhile,
Yes,
me in bed.
Malos is still alive. He actually moved himself to Copperhaven.
Whereabouts is Copperhaven?
That's
Copperhaven is on Kyrios, the island of Kyrios. It's actually the capital city of Maltaria.
I don't know.
Curious.
Maltaria is what you would know as this entire region. This plane of existence.
Let's call it Aetherius.
Maltaria. I had an old name for it, and it was that was.
Oh, okay.
that
Right,
was-
sorry, I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was confused. I thought that was like that, but that's just one set of islands. Yeah. I'm just confirming. I'm confirming. Bitch, boy, sleeping in your bed crying.
There's no sleeping happening.
Just crap.
Like, imagine Family Guy, Stewie Griffin, when he's like, okay, good night.
I put this resin in my mouth, and now I'm kind of worried.
So he offers you. I'm sure you're quite exhausted from your journeys. If you'd like, I'm going to read the paper. You could take it before you go to sleep. If you said you liked reading so much.
I very much enjoy information. Although my parents were merchants, I tend to deal best in information. So anything I can gather, I do enjoy it.
So he hands you a kind of closed up paper with elastic band. Newspaper. The Moonburn Times.
I call the crosswords.
I take the elastic off and I put it around my wrist for later.
You left it on too long. You have to amputate.
Realistic mode, bucko.
It's okay. I don't know what I will do with an elastic band, but I will find something.
Please return it to me. I'd love to read it after you're done.
The last thing he's talking about.
What are the sections in this paper?
It's pretty standard. There'd be some retail stuff, so whether it's business advertisements, pretty small paper. First page is going to be all your main news.
How deep are the sales on the retail?
What do you mean?
Well, you said that there's a retail section.
Yeah. So
So how deep are the sales?
there's some good deals. There's some good deals that you can't afford. You see about
Oil's expensive here. Oh.
yeah.
Oh, I gotta figure this out.
The Nasdaq's on there. No, like you would see like coupons for like Miss Ivory's baked goods, 2-for-1 bread. And then what you notice most is there's lots of talking about the events that are happening in town because it's the Holly Festival coming up. It would be coming up in about 2 days from now. So tomorrow will be the eve of Holly Festival.
Who's home?
the girl that died from Moonburn.
Stupid. Why'd you go? Just don't go outside.
The OG.
Just don't go outside. It's simple. Super easy.
Burn.
That's about it. There's a little newspaper actually about Miss Ivory's bakery. It's saying that there was a break-in last night.
Does it say anything about them being apprehended or suspects?
Doesn't say anything about suspects.
Race.
It still says that they're on the run, but all that happened was actually, it says that all of her equipment was actually tampered with and nothing was stolen.
Just tampered with.
Yeah.
And what time are we right now?
It's quite late. It's probably 10 o'clock.
Right, because we want to get back before the Moonburn came out.
Correct.
I'm assuming the moon's out. Is it not?
Yeah, but it's not.
It's not at its highest peak.
Oh.
Around 11 is when it starts to get to the highest peak, which is where.
So looking at the windows, are there like
Shutters.
yeah, like big like locking shutters? Is it
Not
just
to that extreme.
drapes?
Not to that extreme, but there are pretty heavy sheets that basically he'd start to roll out. And all the windows are designed almost to have little overhangs over them from the outside. So a majority of the newer buildings, like this one, is newer for the sense of when the curse happened, but the newer buildings will actually have that. They try to make life as convenient as possible.
I have a good question. I actually don't have any flesh. They reveal I don't have any flesh. Does the moon still burn me?
That's a great question. I don't know.
Let's find out.
I don't want to find out. to be honest.
I recommend staying inside. Maybe it'll fry your components as he kind of bats your little metallic head. Ding ding.
Doesn't tap. Bats it.
Yeah.
So what are you made of?
Lead. My mom said I'm made out of lead.
I'm extremely radioactive.
Yeah, you probably.
Super
She said if you
heavy.
spend enough time around me, you actually get sick, and now she can't.
Goes to go upstairs. Great.
My bad. A lead-like material. I don't know all the materials in this world. It's lead-like. As in,
It's just like lead, but it's
Not that
heavier.
actually-
I wish that why it was just like mithril.
I'm a man gem. I can't get fucking critical strike.
Armor.
As you can see, the carving of his face just right there in the plate. Where'd you get that? I made it.
What are the other kids that shipwrecked with us?
He'll always be with us.
I do have a face on.
And how tall are you?
On?
Yeah, well, I'm like a robot, but it has like a human face on. Like it's a
You're
fake
small
plastic.
as well, correct?
Yeah, I'm like 4 feet tall.
You're 4 feet? Okay. So I am by far the shortest.
Yeah.
I'm 10 years old. How old are you? How old are you? I'm only 10 years old.
15.
How tall are you?
2 foot 6.
Why are you so small then? That's
2'8".
I'm like, oh, I bend down. I'm like, oh, you're so small.
Okay, so so I can have it in my mind. Are we talking like C-3PO, or are we thinking R2-D2? Like what are we seeing?
No, I look like a human. I look like a human child. I usually cover everything up, like with leather or whatever, just like an outfit, so people can see that I'm autonomish. But you can tell, like, it only covers my face,
Yeah.
and like from the neck rest is all like wire and stuff like
Gotcha.
that.
Okay.
So I just don't show it to people. It's not that I hide it. It's just that
KB? KB, no.
I don't know what that is. What?
The Victor thing?
I didn't watch Krakens too. But yeah, it's just to hide it so people get unassuming, like I look human, but just to sneak in places.
And then, so kind of before he sends you guys off to bed, as long as you're making that way up there, and there's nothing else that you guys want to do tonight.
I want to stay up till the moon burn starts, and I want to look out the window. I don't want to lean out by any means, but I just want to peer out.
I want to push a Mandrake's arm outside while the moon's there.
I feel like Mandrake's stronger than you.
A little more convincing, my friend.
So he basically
Can't convince me off a cliff.
he lets you guys know that he's gonna head to bed, and he goes, it would be actually nice tomorrow if you could go and have Thistlebrook guide you to the market area or wherever. But while you're out, Thistlebrook, please keep an eye out for Marsilius.
What that?
He's another boy who lives here, and he actually went missing last night.
Oh,
He didn't
something
come
will
home.
burn.
He's had a knack for getting in with some of the wrong crowds, and he's done this before, but just keep an eye out for him.
Yeah. And Marcellus knows what he's doing. He's a pretty responsible guy. He'll be alright, but yeah, man. Like, I'll find him. Sure.
He's getting on my last nerve where he might not be welcome back. Last nerve, where he might not be welcome back. Didn't hear shit.
We'll work on this on Sunday.
I think he's deaf.
2 stoned.
I think he had a little too much weed. Marijuana.
So as it comes around that time, 11 o'clock, you guys look outside and the moon is bright. And you can see almost like if you walking around your house in the middle of the daytime and the reflection, you can catch like dust particles in the air. It looks almost like that-esque where it feels like it's got some weight, and there is nobody walking around on the street. You sat there and there's not much going on. After, depending how long do you guys spend there looking?
I do want to stick my finger in it. Just the tip of my finger.
Okay. You stick your finger out there and
if we're all standing by the window together, I'll do it so everyone can see.
so you stick your finger out there
Just a little bit.
and you can feel it almost not burning but tingling. As it starts to slowly tingle a little bit and
I pull it back and then yes, it does affect lead. That sucks.
Let's play that game again.
Aren't you crying, you little bitch?
I meant the electric ring.
I know, that's what in game.
I wasn't.
I grab just a blanket or a cloth or something, put it over top of my hand, and then put my arm same distance out as he did. Do I feel anything?
you don't. Well, how long do you plan on doing it for?
Underneath the blanket?
Yeah.
Until something happens.
So you send it out there and it takes a couple minutes before you start feeling anything. You start to feel a slight tingle.
I'll hold your arm up for you. Jesus Christ, that's a long time to hold your arm up.
Yeah. He said
Got a tiny arm.
yeah. So you hold it out there and it does not affect you nearly as much as
Reach out there,
as you would have as his reaction. As his reaction, it was maybe a couple seconds before he felt anything. While with yours, it took a couple minutes. So it seems like it does.
So it appears that the moon can penetrate cloth.
Don't use the word penetrate, please. Okay, well that sucks.
Are you incapable to penetrate?
I've stabbed someone.
Introducing the Dick Thruster 5000. Children.
You guys are 15, you know what that is. I don't even have a wiener. So.
And I'm 14.
Okay, well, same thing.
Roll.
No, you don't be bad.
Let's get some rolling on. Roll perceptions, please. Anybody who'd be actually looking out the window actively.
I am clear.
Good start, baby.
That's
What do you got?
Nat 20.
Okay.
15.
Damn curse.
You don't see shit, Pixie. Oh, very.
You already found your slur.
You actually see from a couple buildings down, a man in a fully black, well you can tell, it doesn't look, a figure in a black cloak walking across the street very quickly, like he's jaunting from almost shadow to shadow, it seems like. The only thing that really catches your eye though is a necklace on his neck that has almost a purple hue to it. That's the only distinguishable thing.
Okay. Pointing him out to them as like they're still like in their conversation a bit. Oh, guys, look at him. As I'm just like pointing out the one figure running across.
You guys, yeah, by the time you react, everything like that, you'd catch the back end of him kind of going off into it.
You don't get moonburn.
No, the amulet. There was a light on.
Oh, I can also hit the light. I try really hard. Beep, 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 beep.
Perfect. Now try going outside.
Like this way. Okay, but if you put a cloth on, you can go outside for as long as...
As I look out. Oh, look, dude. That tree down there ain't getting burnt. You should be good.
Yeah. That tree's not alive.
All trees
I thought all trees are alive.
They're breathing. Doesn't mean they live.
What kind of tree are you?
I took some of Thistlebrook's stash.
Had it under his pillow.
Maybe.
I took it from his bag when I stole his bed.
Maybe he's running because he's wearing cloth. He can't be outside right now.
Have you checked to see if this affects you? Because like
Try
I
it.
said, it's not affecting those trees.
Try it. Full force. Jump.
If it's affecting metal, I would assume that it would affect spark the same.
But he's a good point because these houses has some metal on them and bark. Maybe he needs a soul. Maybe that's what it burns, our soul. I don't even know if I have a soul.
Well, then that's a fail of a idea.
What's a soul?
Okay.
Ask your
I can cut
parents.
you open and find you.
Wait,
Ask my parents too.
your parents are dead. Get over your dead dad.
Where's your maid?
You don't know about her. I never told you guys.
He told us on the boat when he had too much milk.
Shit, I got drunk off milk. Listen. Mom.
As you guys enjoy your evening festivity, and I would assume that exhaustion takes over pretty quickly, and you make your way to bed and wake up.
Bed, I'm staring out the window.
Yeah,
Can I pull a
fly
Jake? Can I pull like a Jake from like Adventure Time?
You can pull whatever you want, man. That's the magic of D&D.
I just fly up in one of the top corners and grab my rapier and shove it into the wall and just perch myself on top of it, lean up against the
A
corner.
rapier? That's uncomfortable as fuck. You can sleep on the bed.
I'm
Just
standing
wrecking
on it.
this guy's house.
Yeah, why are you wanting to stab his house? What did you do to you?
Not doing nothing. I made myself a little perch. I'm good.
Okay, freaking weird pixies. Always doing weird shit.
Okay, little fucking automaton. Have
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, at least I'm not
Don't
made
get
out of
rusty
magic.
down there.
At least I don't have magic in my veins, you freaking weirdo.
squeak.
Oh, I'm sorry. What did you say down there? Oh no, my feelings. I had feelings.
I'm not down there, dummy. I'm up in the corner.
Please be quiet. I know you guys have been here for only a little while, but I am trying to sleep. As you hear the voice of Grafton knocking on your guys' wall as you share a wall with him to his bedroom.
It's the pencil sharpener. He won't shut up.
He just sees the.
I don't care.
I'm not even speaking. Oils don't make squeaky noises. And lead does make squeaky noises. As I
All right,
brush the
so-
Loot is gonna grab a blanket and go downstairs.
Okay, so Luke
And he'll bring his bag.
Yeah, Luke. Luke brings all of his shit and goes downstairs and hops onto the nice couch.
Yeah.
Very comfortable. You can feel the feathers poking up on you just a little bit from the duck feathers.
That's fine. Throw my bag down as like a pillow, basically, and sleeping on that.
Could have brought your pillow, but you chose not to.
Nope, grab my bag.
So, as you guys all eventually drift off to sleep, you wake up and you wake up to the sound of Grafton stomping down the stairs as cane tunk, tunk, tunk. Not a comfortable sleep, son.
The other children were a little lively last night.
Well, you should maybe have some guts and tell them to shut the fuck up.
Well, they're going through a lot. It's not my place.
Very fair. I'm gonna be making breakfast. Do you eat anything in particular?
Sunlight would be great. Has the moon toned down by now?
Sure house. As he rolls up the kind of sheets covering the window and he places them on their little hooks and does the other one.
Lou just takes the coin.
I
Drop this.
Thank you. And he's gonna go and start cooking up real food, breakfast, bacon and eggs kind of style. Some grits maybe to make up on the side as well.
Luke's gonna open his bag, pull his clothes out of it, and kind of throw his robe on over it. What he wears basically like a long kind of green robe to it that he takes out basically a strap of rope, essentially wraps it like a belt, ties it to somewhat simulate some form of waist kind of thing. So he'll do that and then pack the rest of his bag, tie it shut, and kind of just lean it up against one of the walls in the main area. Or he'll walk outside and go get some air and light.
So you open up the door and you get the nice feel of crisp, warm but chilly winter day. Big fluffy snowflakes are kind of falling as you kind of take a couple steps out, and you get a nice refreshing breath of air. The sun is still coming down, so you're getting a little bit of that early morning warmth.
With that, he's just basically going to walk kind of the property almost and just kind of get a sense for what kind of land there is, check out vegetation, stuff like that, maybe take a little bit. And yeah, you're just gonna enjoy the sun for the time being.
So you see a pretty well-established area, some nicer homes and a couple of the more run-down buildings. Again, the half-developed buildings that were kind of made in this street. When you walk around the side of the house, it's nicely fenced off with a wooden fence and kind of a shrub around it. And you get to the back, and the back actually leads pretty well right to the edge of the river. There's about a 20-foot area of almost a bank, and then the nice river flows right behind the houses.
Okay. He's just gonna enjoy doing that for a bit.
That's fine.
Well, these
You
guys
guys
probably
would
wake
smell, obviously, at this point, wake up to the smell of cooking and hearing a little bit of banging of pans and rustling downstairs.
I was already up. I was just watching the pixie. Very.
The eyes glowing, staring at him.
The window's still shut, so the whole room's dark, but there's just like one flashlight that just blinks sometimes.
I think you have sleep apnea. I'm shit awake. I think you have sleep apnea.
You can't reach me. Fuck you.
He's climbed.
I climb.
All the way up in the corner.
I'm gonna use my rope. Climb.
And pull the rapier out of the wall.
Yeah,
Shake the fairy. Hey, wake up! I think you have sleep apnea.
Are you doing this? Yeah, so I'm gonna. Yeah, so as soon as you kind of hook the rope up to it, you start climbing up it, and the rope starts to pull down the wall a little bit, bringing a little bit of the wallpaper down with it as it kind of starts to slide.
I start flying.
Are you awake? I haven't got to you yet to wake you up.
As my rapier starts dropping, yeah, I wake up.
Yeah, you feel kind of your stomach as it's like sliding, and you catch yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, so you wake up? Perfect.
So I take flight.
I'm gonna, mid-rope. I think you have sleep apnea. You were snoring a lot.
It wasn't me, man. You were too busy moving your arm.
I can't move when I'm sleeping. I slowly go down. Pull my rope off. Trying to let you know you had sleep apnea.
You wake up.
Where'd the tree go?
I do, but I don't.
Oh, he left them
just-
last night.
Kind of roll back over.
You should wake the other one up. You got like this. Can you zap people? Can fairies can do that? Can zap people? Can you do that?
Why would I be able to zap you?
I don't know. I've seen a fairy do it before.
What?
His finger. It shocked me one time. My mom stepped on it afterwards.
I slowly fly down to you. And I take my hands, I look at them. You think these things can zap?
I've literally seen it thousands of times. Literally thousands of times.
Can you count 2,000?
I know, very high. I'm a robot.
Best thing that these things can do right now
$1,000.
is give you a pair of glasses.
I don't need glasses.
As I send my hands towards you and just give her one of those kind of thing, as I druid craft basically 2 leaves poke out of your forehead and then start to spread and go around your eyeballs.
Thank you, but I don't know. I have perfect eyesight. I can see perfect.
Yeah, I can see
I don't
your
need
fucking
glasses.
perfect eyes all night too. Am I not staring at me?
No. I have to stare at you. You're magical in nature, and you know what? You tricky little shits. You be walking and all of a sudden, oh, I tripped and fell because there's a vine that sprouted anywhere. Dealt with your kind before. I know what you like to
I'm
do.
just handling the fact that my parents died with depression, like a normal fighting.
And your kind zaps people with their fingers. So zap that one awake. They're crying. It's kind of annoying. All night.
How long before you
I
make your way
cast
into-
friends on Yam.
Hey, you should be
me?
realistic.
On you.
Okay.
You know what would be a better idea?
What's the saving throw for that?
At a certain point, I'll get up.
There is no saving throw.
For friends?
We're just friends.
Correct, there is no saving throw. It lasts for a minute, and after that minute, you know he charmed you. But for
it's
that
not-
minute, you're friends.
But we're just friends.
We were already friends.
But you want to know what would be a great idea, really?
Why would be a great idea?
Is if you jumped on top. I think he wants to be a doggy pilot.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah. Have at it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
I'm actually quite heavy. I am made out of robots.
Incoming a lead gnome.
Jump on you.
Yeah. He can't jump very high.
Oh no, sleeping guy, careful.
Activating vibration mode. Trying to wake you up.
Oh my ass!
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Children!
Yeah, Kraken hears you guys, the fucking vibrate. What is going on upstairs?
We're just taking a phone call. We'll be down in a minute, Grafted.
What is that?
Someone's sending a
You
message.
invented newspaper, but not the
What? That's amazing to you.
Wow, paper, then cellular telephones?
Crazy. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
I try to shove him off the bed as best as I can. Because I'm like, because I have the covers there, so like, and then I try to push you away.
Getting camp vibes from this.
Don't push me away. I want to talk.
Are we rolling to contest this?
Yeah, sure, push me.
Yeah, you can try it.
Are you contesting?
16.
14. Is it athletics? Or... I'm sorry, I didn't think to it. I just assume it's athletics, but
Yeah.
Lead more falls through the floor.
I'll roll over. It was a gentle push.
Boom! And then you guys hear Grafton run up the stairs and, please.
I hear him, so I'm gonna stand up. I don't look like I fell.
I cast friends on him. Grafton, let's go downstairs. Never mind these two.
You cast friends on Grafton?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Every time.
Come on, best buddy, let's go downstairs.
All right. And he's gonna make his way downstairs, and he's gonna escort you to the kitchen, where he's gonna start talking to you about what he's made for you. Oh, I've made bacon and eggs, and I've made grits. Have you had grits with brown sugar before?
Well, I'm one of those vegetarians, so the best thing that I can eat is those grits. And that's about it. I wish there was a little more sustenance in the morning for myself.
Great,
You know,
great.
I'll just survive. You know, friends would really go above and beyond and make sure that everybody's catered to appropriately, but I get it.
I'm so sorry.
I get it.
I'm so very sorry. I will get... You know what? I'll give you guys some gold to go and grab some groceries while you're out at the market. Make sure that you get what you want.
Yeah, some fresh tomatoes would be fantastic.
So he's gonna reach into his little pouch and gonna dig around, and he's gonna bring out 5 gold and hand it to you, and...
That's quite a bit, Grafton. We don't necessarily need 5 gold, you know. Silver would have been more than adequate.
We have 8 people to feed here. So 5 should get us enough groceries for a couple days.
I should get you more than
Time's
that.
up.
Runs off.
He cast magic on you. He
So-
did it to me.
Grafton, as I said, 5 gold pieces is...
You know,
I feel like it would be a tad excessive. Is a loaf of bread not a couple copper pieces?
It is, but for the finest ingredients,
And meat's expensive.
5 gold.
Well, yes. You handed it to me.
Jeez. Silly me. I'll take that back.
Here you go.
And he's gonna give you, replace it with, again, a couple of gold. You can go and grab, he gives you 10 copper. You can go and get some groceries.
For sure. Yep. Does anybody else want to come to the market with me?
I'm following you because you cast magic. I'm gonna mark it. I want to
As
see this
I'm
in here.
flying 5 feet in the air, look back, and the autognome is staring up my ass.
I will
I'm ready to sprint.
get ready and I will come downstairs for breakfast.
Aren't you hungry?
I'm a vegetarian.
Okay. Well, there's probably like leaves outside or grass.
You look rough.
Won't eat a mandrake.
Yeah, I don't know. He looks pretty woody.
I wonder. As I stick my head or look around,
You know,
Mandrake's not here.
When I lost my parents...
Do we know where he went?
I don't know. He's probably
Just
I don't know,
as
sitting
painful.
in
I
a
can't
forest or
imagine how you
something.
feel as a child.
Sitting on a forest.
Take your time.
In, not on a forest. You can't sit
But
on
the
a
best
forest.
thing for you would probably be going out for a walk and getting some fresh air and joining them.
And be back before the moon is out.
Or the moon is at its peak. So
Yeah, I can do.
you,
Slowly eat
yeah, you get your
breakfast.
bacon, eggs, and your grits if you choose to eat them.
I think while they're eating would roughly be when Luke comes back in.
Yeah.
He's gonna come in, kind of see everyone awake, go grab his bag and take it back upstairs. After which he's gonna look for Thistlebrook.
Thistlebrook, what are you doing?
no cushion this.
Thistlebrook, if you could please take them to the market today, and again, keep an eye out for Marcelius. Yeah, absolutely you do.
The second plate.
Enjoy your food, son.
So you're gonna eat that? Pulls my plate to him as well.
Who is Marcelius?
Oh, you weren't around for that.
No, I don't think I was.
Oh, he's the storyteller.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was last night.
understandable.
It was last night, but
No, I was out
Okay.
laying tree poop.
so Marcelius.
Ruin the immersion.
Marcelius is
next winner.
Marcelius is the other young boy that lives here. I mentioned to the others that he has gotten himself into some trouble lately and is hanging around with the wrong crowd. He really, truly does mean the best. The last I'd seen him, he was actually he was working with a local blacksmith. His name is Garth. He owns the smoldering hammer in the market area.
Is it only young boys that live with you?
There's been a couple of young girls, but for some reason it seems like they're more boy orphans than girls.
Me and my mama killed people.
Okay.
Don't do anything weird.
I'm gonna insect the fuck out of him just admitting murder. I'm sorry.
Yeah, pedophiles.
The king trusts me, so you should probably trust me as well.
Okay, I don't know.
King looks like a little.
The king does look like a little boy.
21
He's been
insight.
groomed.
Yes, I've murdered people. I openly admitted that I murdered someone before. Pedophiles.
Didn't you openly admit that you watched your parents murder people?
Yeah, I said that. I said they killed people.
Yeah.
And now you just admitted to doing the crime.
do it.
I helped them.
I thought you were
I have
Okay.
become a lot more alert on murderous robots in the corner.
We hunt people that do bad to others.
I hope it rains today.
Listen.
Who's this bad crowd that Marcelius is hooking up with?
Yeah, is he a mage?
I don't know much about the crowd. I know that he's been hanging out with a couple of the burnt, which is pretty strange for Marcelius. He was on the right path by working with Garth, but I don't know what happened with that. From last I know, he's still working.
So people that are burnt are bad?
Not all of them, but they tend to be
Lesser?
leaning towards that. Is they have a lack of opportunities, you see. Man.
I love
No, sorry. There's nothing
Sometimes they're
wrong
bad.
with. I should correct myself. There's a little bit of prejudice, but there's nothing wrong with the burnt. But they more so tend to be homeless, and they also more tend to have to find alternative means to wealth, as not many will hire them.
Well, is it the reason?
Yeah. Actually, that's a good point. What crimes do they commit?
This man hotboxed the room and then showed up for breakfast. Yeah,
What crimes do they commit?
Well, it ranges from thievery to murder.
Well, murder is killable. Murder is murderable, my mom said. Thieving is sometimes. Is that it? Murder and thieving?
Abduction.
Is there anyone
Abduction
who's
isn't,
been fully
But it is
moonburned? Like
like breakable.
head to toe?
Yieldly next.
Yes, and those are the ones that succumb to the injuries.
My mom kills people. She's not there.
We found one. These with all these like
What does it take to get
defenses, I could
kicked
see
out of
your
the
moonburned.
house?
Typically it's poor behavior.
Such as murder, I would
Murder.
assume.
Going into the basement. Not following my rules
Does
consistently.
murdering pedophiles sound bad to you? Do you sympathize with pedophiles?
Listen, don't get caught. That's all I have to say.
By pedophiles? I'm trying not to.
No, if you murder a pedophile. I don't know where you're gonna find a pedophile. There'd be a very...
Well, you have a lot of boys around here. I thought maybe you, but not. Clearly, you seem nice.
Wyatt.
Thank you.
Not saying it in game.
Bet you any money you go down to that basement, it's just like a love room there for when we become of age, and that's your get the fuck out of the house.
Or stay.
I gotta get you ready for the real world.
Or stay.
Yeah. Well, you can stay
At least he
here.
waits.
Yeah.
I would like to stealthily slink out of the room.
As Thistlebrook finishes his third plate.
Which way?
In the conversation that I'm having, I don't notice you peel off. I don't know if you're trying to hide from the rest too, but Grafton does not notice you peel.
What's your roll for stealth?
Doesn't appear that he. It doesn't appear that he notices you.
Also, I should roll for stealth.
No, it's not
If the
necessary.
DM has said,
It's all right.
don't worry,
Just
you're
with the
fine.
circumstances, he wasn't really paying attention to you.
Okay.
He's engrossed.
I'm just being
in
edgy by saying he doesn't appear to notice you.
Well,
Keep that
it's just if
Always
that's
keep
the
that
case, then I'd
I
like
know,
to
that's
roll
fine.
for it. So if
No, it's all good.
okay, so then, yeah, so as I back out of the room myself, and then all this conversation is happening.
Which way do you back
Used to
out?
be a bird in the tree.
Backwards way.
Loud as fuck.
Yeah, Grafton's in there and his beard is blowing in the wind.
Is there a breeze?
Your wings are just comically large.
I like cast gust behind him and slam a shutter.
Are you
So
with the piece?
yeah, you sneak. You can sneak
Someone's
out
banging on the walls. Check for the deed.
And the piggy bank.
Good call. Okay. What I guess this conversation is just kind of going in a circle of liberalism, but
Liberalism. Killing
I just
pedophiles.
have a question. You said that you were going to give us money for errands.
I-
but then took back the money.
no, I give it back to him.
You didn't see shit.
Where did the fairy go?
Oh, I tell you.
fucking outs you, Nix.
Oh, whatever. You probably can.
He went
I'm assuming
outside.
he might have went
He
to
went
the
outside.
Yeah, he might have went to the market. He's got some money for you guys.
Okay.
Well, if he's already leaving, then
We should get
Thistlebrook,
going. Goodbye.
shouldn't you take us to the market by now?
Thistlebrook, shouldn't you take us to the market by now?
Let's go, Thistlebrook. Let's all go to the market.
He read Junior.
You've been eating for like 5 minutes. Holy fuck. Okay, sorry. I don't have a stomach.
Well, I will wait for you all outside.
I also come outside.
Okay, so the rest of the party goes outside, and you're gonna finish your meal. Matt, were you doing anything when you snuck out? And you had about a 30, 40-second window before being called out. So whatever you wanted
We
to
need
do.
money
in
for
that.
errands, man. He was saying errands.
I would have just been looking around just to kind of, for all intents and purposes, case the joint. This basement door that he keeps on talking about. Looking at the locking mechanism on it, what do these locks appear to be? Or does there appear to be locks?
Let's get a roll, sleight of hand, just for the knowledge of locks. I think is fair. I'd like a sleight of hand roll just to see what you would probably know about the intensity of that lock.
Okay. Well, it don't matter. That's a nat 1.
Oh.
Hey, he still would have passed it in the irregulars campaign.
You look at it and there's definitely a keyhole. In the 40 seconds, you kind of cased out the door. You notice it does have a keyhole in it, absolutely. It's about all you get from it.
Well, that's all that I was looking for. I just, yeah. And then I would have heard these guys leaving out of the kitchen. So at that point, I would have flown out and joined them. Obviously, waking up in the morning, I would have donned my leather armor and whatnot as well, and rapier on my hip, shield on my back.
All right, you guys are gonna head out towards the market. Thistlebrook, you're gonna lead them. All right. So as you guys walk down the bustling streets and you guys head towards the Cascade District, you take in the sights as things are decorated pretty nicely. There is actual
mistletoes hanging between in front of stores. There is weaved pine kind of strewn out across the roof berm from light pole to light pole. Well decorated. Get Christmas themes, obviously. The one thing that does kind of catch you guys' attention as you're walking in very busy streets is you notice a man, and he's kind of shouting,
Moonburn cream here, get your moonburn cream. Oh, you lady over there, you look like you'd want to have some escapades in the dark. Come on and get your moonburn cream, 10 gold apiece.
As he's got a makeshift stand, and this guy is wearing a nice top hat. He's a tabaxi, and he's got a fine suit on, and he's got this makeshift stand. It definitely looks rush put up. It's a table with a cloth, and he's got a nice sign made out of wood that says Moonburn Cream, and he's very he's got a lot of motion to his talking. He's animated, and Moonburn Cream here, Moonburn Cream, and people seem to be pretty well ignoring him. You get the odd person that kind of looks in.
Does he have any Mern boons on him?
Mern boons?
Yeah, Mern boons.
Burn. You got the burn.
Any
got the
Mern
Mern
boons on him?
I would make how close you get to him.
Not close enough that he talks to me.
So you can roll for perception.
I'd say probably 15 feet away from him.
You roll for perception.
That's close enough to talk.
Perception 21.
Does not appear to have any moonburns on him.
Okay, sounds good.
The cream word.
If he's not Moonburn Cream and he's riddled in what I was gonna say. Fucking liar.
Let me see under that top hat. Just has a bald spot and there's just moonburn.
You want to see my moonburns?
I wonder what kind of Google reviews that guy has.
Great ones.
There's just a little buys.
Maybe people don't believe in this stuff enough for it to work. Maybe it will work. You just have to buy some.
It probably attracts the moon.
It glistens off your skin.
Giant magnifying glass.
Hey, maybe it reflects.
Maybe. Find out. Buy somebody. Buy some. Do you have 10 gold?
No.
As you guys are walking, as you're walking by, and he kind of shouts at you,
Moonburns.
Oh, hey, children, spending mom and dad's money?
"Come on and check out the moonburn cream. Stay out as late as you'd like."
I'm gonna walk up to him. I'm like, hands over his shoulder. There's there. That's a sore subject. And I'm just gonna walk him away.
All right.
Fairy, do you know silence?
Have a great night. As you guys walk by and head towards, you guys get a lot closer as this guy's voice kind of starts to go away in the distance as the snow is falling and people's voices are kind of starting to take over. And you get into a large circular market area. There's stands set up. There is in the middle a very, very large, beautiful Christmas tree set up with nice presents below it and a couple guards walking around in the area, and you see the odd person kind of handing presents to the guards, and the guards walking and placing them under the tree. And throughout the market, there's different stalls, vendors, as well as buildings surrounding it with different shop faces and everything like that. If you guys look for anything particular, we can see if we can find it for you.
Or 20 copper.
He's still crying.
But yeah, probably he's probably getting just kind of starting to calm down.
Hell yeah, brother.
At this point, I've like picked you up and I'm like cradling you, like patting you on the back. There.
How tall are you?
Yes, you're not large.
I'm 5'10". Oh, just kidding.
I was under the impression everyone was small except for him.
I would say I would be classed as medium. I'm 15. I've hit my growth spurt. So I've started growing now.
So I think we'd probably be fairly similar then. I'd probably have a little bit on you being a tree.
Most likely, yeah.
But
I'd
otherwise,
probably
yeah,
say I'm
fairly close.
5 feet right now. Like, I'm still
At
growing.
15.
Yeah.
Shorty.
Out of D&D, just to put this out there to rack a murder for 2 seconds. There's also another boy with you. He's a Raccoonin. He was on the ship as well. He decided to stay home because he's having a very hard time with this. He's staying at the shack.
Fucking spoiled little brat. Punt him. I'm just kidding. Yeah, well, my parents, they would have paid for that moonbeam cream.
They would have. He said.
That's probably what he would have fucking said.
He
Give
doesn't
me
like.
some for free.
He doesn't like raccoons, I guess. He doesn't like raccoons.
No, I'm playing Lou's character.
No, you're.
That was
My mom and dad said that I'd get the moonburn creams for free.
well, actually, no, I thought I.
I'm gonna hate when Louis.
My daddy said that I get the sprinkler. Anyways, so is there anything you guys are looking out for in particular? Anybody you want to talk to? Anything that catches your eyes? There's stands and vendors and
Bread, because that's what we were told to get.
so you guys would look around and you'd see Mabel's Fine Bakery. A lot busier than you would expect a small bakery to be, and
Especially after a robbery. Or break-in, sorry.
or was that a different place?
You write down next. Okay, I have a pen and paper.
So
Ivory's Bakery.
So as you guys are waiting in line, this older, more plump lady is serving up bread to people as you guys get to the counter. And hello, darlings. What can I get for you?
You're next.
We were here to get bread.
Are you saying that?
What? He didn't hold up a pencil, so yes, he did.
What a weird little boy. Well, you creep me out. And she kind of hands behind and just say, well, for the Christmas spirit, as she hands all of you guys, except for the robot, a sugar cookie each. And it's nicely decorated. It's got little buttons on it.
Not a gingerbread man?
It's a sugar cookie in the shape of a gingerbread man.
Fuck yeah. It's all got trees. Eat it. Just kidding.
Yeah, you get a tree.
That's fine. Thank you. As all of like the roots that make up my fingers are just gonna start embedding into this cookie and start like breaking it apart as they just kind of gather around it and basically crush it in its hand and like pull it in.
I'm gonna look mortified by how he eats.
How many loaves of bread can I get you?
How'd you know we were getting bread? I told her. It was the first thing I said after he threatened her.
I didn't. I'm warning her. It's a warning.
What are you warning me about?
I don't know. There's a breaking out of bakery last night. If I were to be little investigator I am, I would assume you're next.
Yes, I'm terribly afraid.
I would be too. It's obvious.
I'm not typically as popular as Miss Ivory's, but
Today it seems like you are, though.
You know, all these people. Oh, they're not going to miss Ivory's. That's why.
Oh. Well, that's crazy the way that worked out.
Oh,
it is, and you know, I plan on donating.
nice eye, Nix.
I plan on donating some of my extra profits to her today. We are great friends.
Your extra profits.
Yes.
I don't know. There's such a thing as an extra profit.
Well, I have a typical amount that I make in a
Run
day.
business, and business make profit. Otherwise, they can't stay open. So she has to make profit, which is extra profit.
But is it extra or is it just profit?
If her great friend is absorbing her clientele, then yeah, it would be extra profit.
I'm lucky
bakeries.
I'm lucky I prepared and made some extra dishes and extra
Oh,
breads.
they were prepared already. Nix, isn't that interesting, Nix? Give an eye.
I think 3 loaves will do.
They're coming right up. 15 copper.
I thought he said they were a couple
It
pieces.
was 2 for 1, I thought.
That was at Miss Ivory's.
Oh, no, never mind. I don't know it was 2 for 1.
But also, Matt just threw a number out there.
15 copper.
How much did we get?
You know, we didn't quite get enough to reach that 15 copper mark.
You fucking salesman. You're a fucking child. That's really cars.
But how much did we get?
Well, he managed to cobble together, 8 copper to make sure to feed all of us homeless boys within his house out of the graciousness of his heart. And the guy doesn't even work. I don't even know how he came up with his 8 copper.
Let's get the deception roll.
I'm confused. I know how money works. We have more than just bread to buy you.
advantage.
I like it. JC.
He's a bard.
So are you inspiring me, or are you just giving me an advantage? Okay, so a D6. That's better, because I rolled the same fucking number twice.
Is it a D6?
That's a D6 when you use
Has to
word.
scale up.
Deception
D4 would
14.
be poop.
14?
Yeah.
Oh, poor orphans. You know what?
Oh, why did you say that? Why did you say that?
Because he said that you guys were homeless children, so...
Well, maybe our parents kicked us out. You didn't say, I just say orphans. He's gonna cry again.
I'm sorry. Would another sugar cookie do you well? You know what? Take the bread for free. Take the bread for free. I'm sure Miss Ivory would love that.
Yeah, you make so much profit today that you can give it away for free.
And Grafton is just such a warm-hearted soul.
You're staying with Mr. Grafton.
20 gold.
You know, he's
Grafton, I hate that guy. Give him back.
he's really taken it upon himself, but sadly he's not accustomed to vegetarians.
Oh, I'm so
Bro,
I'm sure Mr. Grafton is doing all of his he can. He's an absolute gem in our community.
I very much agree. Are you aware of any farmers or any such selling vegetables and?
Oh yes, the crops are actually fantastic here in Moonburn. If you go around the corner and you go and find Farmer John, he will give you it.
No,
Does he have a deer?
I understand that. You know, we have 8 copper. Would that be enough?
I'm sure it'll get you some a nice bundle of vegetables.
Could you by chance, just because we are new here, could you by chance write us a letter of recommendation to Farmer John with a signature of yours, just stating that you are willing to help and that it would be beneficial to the society as a whole?
I'm sorry.
Farmer John's got a great heart. He'll take your word for it, I'm sure of it. When you go around the corner, he'll take you in.
While you're at it, what's the CVC numbers again?
But if he doesn't, then what?
I know for a fact that his goods are less than 8. You would be able to get something to feed yourselves.
I would like to cast Charm Person on her.
Oh my god.
To get this letter with her signature, please.
Charm person? Okay.
Yes.
What's the save on
It's
that?
a wisdom save of 13.
So long.
Would you like to look at the dice, Logan?
Doesn't matter, just tell me what you got.
And 19.
Okay. The Charm Person doesn't work.
It does not work.
I've seen this spell before, so I'm gonna run out with the bread. You can have the bread. I'm gonna quickly leave. I'm gonna whoa! No, that's Bell.
He's still crying. I'll escort him away.
I'll walk out.
Guards! These children are trying to steal from me and trick me! As a guard walks in,
My god.
you just try to cast a spell on her.
I didn't try to steal or trick her.
You should charm
You just tried to charm a person. So
I tried to charm her to write a letter to
and then
Farmer
he
John
sprinted away
with the bread that
with
you
the bread.
gave us for free.
So she calls for the guards
That's
because she
fine.
feels as if she's in danger. He just tried to cast a spell on me.
I did, yes. I was trying to get her to help us to secure some vegetables. She told me there was some farm around the corner, and I was just looking for a name.
Miss Mabel, did you what? Can you explain to me what happened?
Oh, it's okay. As I'm still taking him away.
And she explains that
I do not run, but I do.
they asked her, and she told her Farmer John was around the corner, and that he would help them, and that he's a great soul. And she wouldn't. She was saying that she wouldn't tell you that.
Well, she said there was a farm around the corner, but we needed both a name and we wanted the support of her to gain Farmer John's good graces. We're all new to town here. We just lost all of our parents not 3 days ago.
Oh, you're the children.
Well, yes.
Listen, I'll tell you what. We're far too busy to be making a scene out of this. I'll bring you to Farmer John's and show you where his establishment is. We must be watching the tree. So, and he's gonna...
Watching the what, sorry?
The tree.
Which tree?
The tree in the middle of the circle, the large one.
You look over, you still see me escorting him away.
Are you expecting something to happen to said tree?
No, just we have lots of gifts from the community there that we don't want any thieves to get.
And you just pile these gifts beneath the tree?
Absolutely. Where else would you put them?
Have you
That's
ever
silly.
celebrated Holly before?
And he's got his hand on your back and he's slowly walking you around the corner and gonna put you in the direction of Farmer John's.
Check his pockets.
But I thought you said you were going to introduce us to Farmer John.
No, I said I'd show you where his building is.
And if he says no, that he's not willing to help with our full 8 copper that we own to feed the family, the house full of orphans,
Then maybe you should get more money from Grafton. I'm sure he's got enough.
after housing all of us and maintaining the cow's outward, what's the proper word here?
The question is, would your character know what the proper word is?
and he kind of gives you a look. He's like, "Are we talking about the same Grafton?
What? Yes.
He's never struggled to feed an orphan before, and I'm sure he won't struggle today."
Well, how does
You do
Grafton
not have
make
enough.
how does Grafton make his income?
I actually don't know, but he's never struggled.
The man lives by himself, looked after orphans, and has no shortage of coin.
Maybe Social Security pays him.
I'm sure the king pays him to help, yes. But I'm not privy to that.
That's curious that the king has a babysitter on staff.
The king's a strange man. King Emerald. I'm just staring at you. So, and he points around and he's second building to the left is Farmer John's shop. If you explain your story, maybe he'll help you out.
After I'm done crying, I collect myself. Get used to it.
You just say deadpan tone. Get used to it. Walks away.
And he returns back to his post and he's greeting people, the odd person who's giving him a gift, putting it under the tree.
What are we gonna do? Well, I suppose we should find Thistlebrook again. He seems to know the places around here.
I can't hear. Can you turn it up a little, or is that max?
Okay, Shaggy. He brings up a good point. We should probably go speak with this Garth fellow about Marsilius. Maybe before we grab the groceries? I think that's a good idea. What took my mind off this?
He said Garth doesn't know what Marcellus is doing, or where Marcellus is.
Have you talked to Marcellus? Doing what?
Probably turn it down.
Okay.
Like thieving.
It was.
So he's a thief.
Just click on the Spotify on there and just drag the bar.
I don't know, thieving is pretty illegal. Anywhere. I've been to a lot of places and thieving is always illegal.
Funny, I have yet to find a place where murder isn't frowned upon.
Oh, we're paid to do it. By like guards and stuff.
By guards? Bullshit.
So that means you know where he's hiding out. Oh. I want to solve the 7 issues. You probably had vegetables too.
As you snap your carrot juice comes out.
Okay.
Too bad I drove.
Sorry, I was peeing. Were we going to Farmer John? I don't know. You guys
Well, he brought up going to see Garth. Matt wants to see Farmer John, I think, and Thistlebrooke said, "No, we don't need Garth, man. Garth doesn't know where he's at." And
Guards a square.
Garth's a square, man.
MC square.
But we get vegetables for the vegetarian because he wants his vegetables. He wants his Brussels sprouts and he wants his probably cabbage, carrots.
No, we're good.
This grass.
Digs the snow out of the way. Suspicious on how Pixie Fairy just did a 180 on what he needed.
It's not a matter of need. It's a matter of want and a matter of how we get there.
He wanted my
With our legs?
No.
No, with his
I'm
wings.
flying.
Oh, well, I'm walking.
Godspeed.
I walk faster than him, right?
Why?
Is he small?
What's your movement speed?
Mine's 30.
I think his is 30 as well.
Okay. Same pace. We're good.
His wings just a little bit harder than your legs.
There's just some little hummingbird near you.
Okay, well, I think we should be looking for the one kid. I mean, I wouldn't want to be alone right now either.
Well, first, should we get the groceries back to Grifted?
Yeah, I'm holding a lot of bread right now,
Grafted?
guys. I don't have any like bags.
Oh.
Yeah, fluff me little robot arms.
Well, let's go see what kind of meat or vegetables we can get.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys head to Farmer John's, and a large hippo-looking man greets you wearing a thistle hat and overalls and suspenders and overalls and a nice white shirt underneath it. And
Hello. Now that's a farmer.
welcome in, kids. Take a look at what you got. As you guys walk in the shop, and it's pretty empty. He's behind a small counter with a glass top and in baskets all around the shop. In no particular order, it's just assorted vegetables. There's corn, celery, there's lettuce, carrots, turnips, that kind of stuff all spread around. Apples, some fruit as well. So
My tiny friend here has a select palate. I was hoping they might be able to find something.
Oh. You were looking for some vegetables.
You have a fine voice, sir.
Thank you. What can I get you?
as he throws a watermelon up, and
How can I get you?
I'll just take a mix. Just out of curiosity, though, how's the growing season out this way?
It's always good here.
All year round?
Part of Moonburn.
Well, I thought that we walked through snow to get here, though.
You did.
And grow in the winter.
Select crops.
Like corn.
Yes.
Why not?
I have an underground farm.
Underground?
May I see this underground farm?
May you see it?
I've never seen an underground farm. You got an appointment with somebody?
Did the 15-year-old fairy just like, you got a fucking appointment and you had somewhere to be, bro?
he looks at you and he goes,
Yes. I'll close the shop at lunch and we can go.
Time is lunch.
and he looks up at a clock on the wall.
4 hours.
There's like a whole mechanism. As soon
Yeah.
as lunch hit, it just drops another melon every like hour. He looks, there's 3 melons left. That's how he knows when lunch is. One just fell, so it needs to be another hour for the next one.
Okay. Okay.
4 hours.
24 hours. And sorry, this underground farm, is it quite large or is it just
Helps.
effective?
It's okay size.
Average.
Are you a farmer?
I hail from the Feywild, so I do know a thing or two about nature itself. Now, do you use magic to procreate your goods and wares, or is this all natural?
Natural. The moonstones help fertilize the ground.
What's a moonstone?
Are you not from here locally? You're from the Feywild, but you must not have been here much.
No, never. That's why this is my first time meeting you.
I meet a lot of people. The
What's the
moonstones.
population of this town?
We don't keep track.
But you keep track of time when your lunch break is.
That's food.
I'd say 1 in.
That's a survival instinct at that point.
Like 30,000, give or take.
So, so these vegetables, you're underground in these moonstones. What's the moonstones?
That's what we mine here in Moonburn. Used to be called Moonstone. Before the curse.
So what is a moonstone?
A moonstone is something very particular that is in caves here.
What do the moonstones offer?
Good vibes, energy. I don't really mess around with them other than fertilizing.
So how do you use moonstones for fertilizer?
I don't really have to do much. They throw off an energy that allows my crops to grow. Tested it out once, and it worked. Why I'm the only farmer here.
Are these moonstones viable?
Yes. There's lots of wares and goods made of them. People like them as jewelry.
How much for a shard of moonstone?
Right now, 25 gold for a large one.
As he goes like this, and he kind of puts like that.
What about a small one?
Are you getting it decorated and carved?
Doesn't have to be.
Maybe a 50 copper?
Where can I find moonstone?
This is your fault. I did it first.
Most jewelry stores. But raw, not many people keep.
Whereabouts?
You could go to the mining district.
And whereabouts would that be?
South of town. South end of town, sorry, it's in town still.
Well, I appreciate the info.
Hey, Thistlebrook.
Do you grow weed as well?
I don't know what you're talking about.
What are you, a cop?
I can't see. I'm a child.
The child that just said murder's okay went up to an old grandma.
Murder's okay, thieves are fucked, and then proceeds to act like he stole bread from a woman.
I didn't steal, but she gave it to. I just want to take it back.
You just
Yeah, because I didn't want her to
You
take it
ran
back.
like you were guilty.
I didn't want her to take it back. I was thinking smart proactively. I'm sorry that you guys don't have robot brains that don't think at 100 miles per hour.
I'm sorry, you don't have it.
Yeah. Okay, whatever. I'll give the bread back. I'll give the bread back.
Giving the bread back.
Okay, I won't give the bread back. This is right.
Did
You guys need-
steal the bread?
It was free. She gave it.
Bread.
It was a gift.
See, people get free food out here to orphan kids.
We're staying with Grafton.
Well, if we had any chance, you just fucking blew it.
Grafton.
Made guilty, it's called.
He seems like a nice guy. On that same note, we're actually here for some food.
Oh. Did Grafton give you money for groceries? He usually does.
About 8 copper pieces.
Cheaper than he usually gives.
What does he usually give?
Between 20 to 30.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh.
Well, for the time
I
being,
wonder.
What would the 8 copper be able to get for us?
If you give me the 8 copper, I'll put together a basket for you and charge Grafton for the rest next time.
That sounds good to me.
We all look to you. Copper man.
Copper boy.
Fly over to you since you've been talking to him. Dude, got any copper on you?
What about the copper Grafton gave you? He said we can give him the 8 and he'll charge Grafton the rest.
Break 1 gold.
Typical fairy behavior.
Typical fairy behavior.
How quiet are you being? He's right in front of him.
I'm behind the guy. No,
I'm being very quiet. He's like fairy right up against his head.
I was gonna say,
He just asked for the copper and he's just sitting there like this. He's like, he kind of looks up at the clock looking for lunch.
waiting for the next melon.
this contraption is like, it's got like hundreds and they all like sprued around the room.
No. There's only 3 left, and that's how he knows when lunch is, because he has to refill. It only can hold so many. No, at this point, nobody can hear what you say, but 100% they hear what I say.
So that's a no.
I thought Grafton gave us copper.
Did. But the bread woman took it.
But he gave us the bread for free.
He was right there.
Yeah, after you guys left, she got the guards to shell out my 8 copper and give it to her. DM curse.
9.
Oh, I beat you.
Okay. Oh. Well, apparently we already spent the copper.
Oh,
Mm.
you don't have anything?
Well,
Oh. I like songs. They make me happy. I think that's an okay deal. I'll just charge Grafton when he's here next.
Oh my gosh. I can't do this anymore. I give him 1 gold piece
Oh,
out of my coin purse. I can't do this anymore.
thank you.
I come from a decently wealthy family, and it's literally copper. It is not that big of a deal.
Just grab his risen Farmer Joe's.
I will get Grafton to pay me back.
Thank you, young man.
we need an itemized receipt.
You can get lots.
I will take lots. I will
We
take
want those 3 watermelons.
So he's like,
Okay.
as he goes and he grabs 3 more watermelons from behind the counter. He places them up there and grabs the 3. And he puts them into your arms on top of the bread.
Okay, please dex check to see if he drops and breaks one.
Yeah, do it. Let's see.
I don't know. I can hold it. I'm still.
Dex check. Let's see.
What about the bread that's being squished by 3 fucking
It's
watermelons?
squished bread. What's wrong with squished bread?
Good thing I eat sunlight.
18.
18. So you manage to like hold these up, and Farmer John he grabs a little nice cute twine basket and he starts just
Going around and putting assorted vegetables in them. Have you had turnip, young fairy? You'll like turnip.
Turn you up.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
and he puts some potatoes, lots of root vegetables. He likes to put the hearty stuff in there, and then he's gonna put a few lettuce and some carrots and
Anything else you see?
Well, like I said, I'd love to see your underground farm. That sounds like quite the operation.
I'll see you at noon.
as he kind of hands you this basket.
That kid just paid you more than you make in 3 days, probably.
I will take said basket.
Okay, so he hands the basket and he says,
It's not about the money. It's about servicing my fine community.
He's gonna make a lot of money. If he's the only farmer in 30,000 people, he makes a lot of fucking money.
Did you break into the bakery?
What?
what did you bring?
I want to be God.
Oh, fancy you said that. Eat this watermelon.
I'm going to take
Only
the
one
groceries
bite
and I'm
allowed.
gonna start heading back.
I'll follow.
Have a great day. See you at 12.
As I'm flying up above these guys, I want to keep an eye out for people that are
Burnt.
muddling, like in back alleys and that kind of stuff.
Okay, make an insight check.
Inside.
Or perception, sorry.
Not one again.
That one.
That's an alleyway.
You don't see it. You're kind of like a little starstruck by the decorations on this street and just overwhelmed by what's all going on that you tend to miss it. And as you guys walk back towards Grafton's, you run past the same guy. Moonburn cream, moonburn, and he kind of sees you. Still no. Have a great day. Have a great day. And you see a young woman walk up to the stand and. Oh, geez. What? Marcellus? Okay. Okay. Roll in. Perception. I don't know why I keep saying insight. Roll perception. Mixing investigation.
You're trying to look through their illusions. Who do you trust to roll for you? Don't say Matt. You might regret that. 9.
You don't see Marcellus.
Well, plus his modifier, so 11.
That's very specific person.
No.
That's a very specific person to be looking for. So no, you still don't see Marcellus walking around. Probably a long time because you don't even know if he's going to be in this area. You would have to probably scour throughout the whole city and then you might get something, but it would take you a long time.
I don't know.
Well, you could start asking about the guild that you know of that he was talking about joining the last time he talked to you. Or you guys could go and check out the blacksmith and see if you heard anything. Yeah. Yeah, so what do you want to start with? Do you want to go and find Garth? Okay. So you guys,
Drop the food off first.
yeah, okay, so you're going to go drop the food off?
I don't care my bread. No.
So you guys get back there and see Grafton? That's a lot of vegetables.
You paid.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I
Paid
gave
1 gold.
him 20 copper to spend on groceries.
20? 20 copper?
Yeah, I tried to give him 5 gold and he gave it back.
Would I be able to have the 1 gold?
Typical theory.
Yes.
Thank you.
He kind of hands you back the 1 gold.
But yeah, the old lady at the bakery took some of.
Oh,
Yeah, she.
I didn't say such.
What? I didn't incite it. I believe it. Yeah, we got in trouble and she took them.
you got in trouble.
I don't know.
Why'd you get in trouble?
She hurt my feelings.
I'm sorry.
I wasn't there.
Oh,
The two of us had to take a minute.
I understand. You're going through a lot.
These two might know more.
Okay.
So he's gonna take his phone.
It worries me you're in your first day here and you're getting into trouble. What
Not
happened?
me.
What happened? Okay. Barry.
Nothing that I'm aware of.
You said that she called the guards.
Allow this to further.
You're the one who said that she grabbed the guards.
Oh, she brought them in at one point and made me pay for the stuff that she gave us.
Maybe she's
So then we're
greedy.
short 15 gold, not 8.
You don't know how to count money, rich boy.
Matt,
She
you wanna
said
just
15 gold for the 3 loaves. If he
Didn't
made
say
her
that
pay.
shit.
We were talking copper.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry, yeah, 15 copper. So
No
we're short
difference.
15 copper then instead of 8?
What happened to the other 5 copper? He said he gave 20.
I'm not built to do math. What the fuck are we talking about?
What about that hyper gnome auto brain?
That counts. It's not for math.
100 times faster than anyone. 1, 2, 1,000.
Anything above 10 is way too much for me, guys. That's a lot of counting.
Character flaw, 10.
He can't go past 4.
Young fairy, let me speak to you in private.
Okay.
I'm just gonna leave. Sam, we'll go wait outside.
He kind of comes up to you and he goes, listen, I don't want any issues. Again, follow my rules and stay in my house. Now, you want some spending money because you can't afford it currently. I understand. I can give you some. When I give you money for groceries, please spend it.
I did at the bakery.
There seems to be just some confusion about the money, and I just want to put it out there. You need some spending money. Okay.
Well, that's fine, and I appreciate that, but you don't need to berate me and separate me from everybody else to be able to tear me down. I don't see the reasoning for this.
I know what you did in the kitchen.
Did what?
You attempted to charm me. Or you did charm me.
No, I casted friends upon you because I wanted to be your friend.
To trick me. And it's okay.
No, how was I tricking you?
I've dealt with it before.
I in no way, shape, or form tricked you. I gave you the 5 gold that you overpaid.
You don't need to manipulate me to make me your friend.
There was no manipulation there.
I consider spells.
So any spells are manipulation to you?
Any charming spells against me are manipulation in my books. I think you'd feel the same. So, do you want some spending money, or are you okay?
I think we have anything to spend it on at the moment. Heard about this fantastic moonburn cream.
Don't fall for that. Snake oil salesman.
Are you sure? Have you tried it before?
No, but, I mean, come on, moonburn cream.
How could it not be real if he's down there making sales?
If you want to save up and buy it, you can, but
You just offered
most people walk by and scoff.
You just offered him money. I was right there. I heard that.
He declined it.
I know, but you just offered him by himself.
They're private.
No, he said he didn't leave, but
He didn't
but
leave.
yeah, I offered him money and he declined it. So if you want to go and buy some to test it out yourself, you're welcome to.
I have no coin upon myself.
Would you like some to buy moonburn cream?
If you want to give me 10 gold pieces, I will go and purchase moonburn cream.
Listen, I'll give you 10. Please don't spend full price on the moonburn cream.
I'm terrible at negotiating.
Have someone work for you because I swear I've seen people buy it for 2. As he hands you 10 gold. Just please, let's be on the right foot here.
So talking about the right
Me,
foot,
please.
I feel like you're hiding much more from us than you are letting on.
I'm hiding by allowing you in my home, giving you somewhere to stay, feeding you, paying for breakfast, and I ask you to stay out of my study and my room. That's not a ton to ask.
No, I'm not saying that you're asking a lot. I say that you are hiding stuff. How do you generate your income?
Generational wealth. My parents were extremely wealthy, and I've lived a frugal life that now I choose to give back to the community. You never asked.
No, but I am asking now.
Well, you ask, but you say I hide secrets.
You do have secrets.
I told you exactly how I feel.
I understand that. Good job.
This is why we can't have
This is why we can't have nice things. I was like, what is that thing? And I touched it and it just fell. All right. Anyways.
You're an elastic band.
Is that supposed to be on your wrist?
Yeah.
A day later.
I don't mean to hide. I have my own private things that I like. I told you about where my son and where he is now, and now I've told you about my generational wealth. I have no worries about money. I live in a nice neighborhood in a modest house. The king pays me a little to keep orphans.
I could just feel
I
it.
enjoy giving back to the community.
So these said orphans,
Us.
First and foremost, why does the king have any hand in orphans?
The king has a soft heart. He doesn't like to see people, children especially, being like the burnt. He's trying to create a new generation.
I was very taken aback when we were ushered from a front gate directly to a king.
Well, wouldn't you, if you were an adult, try to get children protected and brought to the right place? If they came shivering wet and cold in the winter?
And that's the king's business.
King likes to be in all business.
In all business.
Yes, he's the king.
City of 30,000 people, and he likes to be in all business.
Yes, especially when five children. Hard counting when one person's losing. When 5 children show up wet, it is a big deal. He cares about the welfare of his people.
If you say so, it all feels somewhat mischievous to me.
You're allowed to feel that, son.
You're also mischievous.
That's a robot.
Why are you flirting?
no, I'm just saying he's mischievous. He's mischievous. You're both mischievous little fellas, you know that? Maybe that will combine the two of you and you'll get from a father-son friendship.
Now listen.
Oh my god, what? Group. My name's not Group.
No, your name's not Group. Your name is Articorp B3000.
No. Earlier model.
I'm going to give you 40 gold.
What the? Okay.
So please hand out to the rest as I gave. So share it evenly. And don't think you're going to be able to be pocketing it because I will let them know.
Okay.
It's Hollyfest and I feel a little bit more charitable.
Okay.
Enjoy yourselves.
And you got this from your generational wealth. You happen to own a bakery?
No, but Miss Ivory makes the finest delicacies.
She did. As I raised my... I don't know how to raise an eyebrow. Oh my god.
Did I miss something? He never gave me back the paper.
Mischievous fairy.
What do you mean did?
It was... Oh my eye. It got tampered with last night.
Oh. That's strange. They probably robbed her blind. She makes good money. She's the finest baker here in the city.
And now all the other bakers are going to make more money.
Probably.
Isn't that suspicious to you?
No.
I've seen schemes like
Not
this.
really. That's how the economy works.
I've seen schemes like this before.
Well, if you want to do your own investigations, you sure can.
And she's committed a crime. Am I committed to murder her?
No. No, you bring it directly to the authorities.
Dang it, okay. No murder, Nix. I know you're thinking it. I was thinking it too.
This stupid little murder bot.
I asked! Consent. Hey, Hasbro. Ask consent. Okay.
Hasbro.
Okay, that's what I'm going to check. I don't know. We hear all this bakery. I'm assuming something fun is going on.
Kidding, Watsy.
Yeah, what are you guys doing?
We're going to the blacksmith.
We are currently hanging out outside waiting for these two.
So you guys meet back up?
Okay.
Gonna hand them the money back, or are you gonna keep it in your pocket for a little bit?
Yes, I'll give them the... Yay!
How much?
I will give them 10 gold each because I'm not a little thief. I still want to part of my investigations. Yeah!
That's part of my investigation. I only steal evidence.
I'll hold...
And I murder people who steal.
It's like when Homer
thieving is
Simpson
not a
became a
murder
firefighter
offense.
just to steal from places.
I'll hold on to the raccoons. 10 gold for now.
Okay.
Well, he's still
now! The raccoons 5 gold for now.
So then who's not getting 10 gold?
Everyone is. 40.
Let's
One,
give
two,
it 40.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And the raccoon.
No. Oh, fuck.
So who's not getting 10 gold?
The raccoon's not getting 10 gold. The raccoons are with us. He doesn't know.
Yeah, I couldn't sitting at home.
Jason, I'm giving you 10 gold. Your name is Bard Boy.
Try again.
Last name his name. I don't remember. I don't know anyone's names, to be honest. I know his name is Nix.
That's fine.
Human. Everyone gets 10 gold except for the raccoon because he wasn't here to see the 10 gold.
Yep, raccoon.
And he didn't wash up with us. Thistlebrooke, yeah. Thistlebrooke, take 10 gold. It's not for weed. Oh, this
I think he wrote it down. I seen him writing something down. I think.
Herb.
All right, so you guys are gonna head to the Smoldering Hammer.
No, we're gonna go buy some cream, moon cream.
Okay. Okay. So you guys walk by in the same direction, and he's still there, peddling his good moon cream. Moon cream.
Does anyone else want some moon cream? I want some moon cream. Moon cream, please.
Oh, excellent. 10 gold.
You lied to me. Why are you trying to scam a child?
I'm not. That's what the sign says.
Yeah, it says 10 gold. It's not worth 10 gold.
Well, you didn't even ask for my sales pitch.
Okay, yeah, give it. Yeah, let's hear it.
Moon cream.
I have 2 gold. I heard 2 gold somewhere. I don't ask you where, but I've heard 2 gold.
I'll get you some moon cream for 2 gold.
That was too easy. I've been to Puerto Rico before. This is not worth 2 gold.
So he goes as he sees the 2 gold. He goes and he grabs a small bottle and here you go, son. And he hands you it.
Okay, let me test it first.
Okay. So you put it on your finger. About half the bottle dissipates as your finger is there, and moon cream. Now you can apply it on your skin after you've received moonburn. It heals it right up. Look at me, I've got none.
Was my finger still rusted?
Yeah, it's just seems like a lotion.
No, the one
He
that
put
he
his
got the
finger
tingle
in the moon.
Yeah, 'cause it's burnt. Like, so is my finger still rusted from the moon?
Oh, did I say that? I didn't mean if it said it. I just said it tingled. I didn't.
Oh,
say
sorry, I thought it was.
rusted.
I said rust.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it never rusted or anything like that. So no,
Does it feel good?
it feels cold.
Damn.
Just to be clear, any healing elements don't work on me. I'm a robot.
That's fine. Yeah, it feels cold.
Okay, well, this didn't do anything. This didn't do shit.
But it's because you're not moonburnt.
I was.
But if you ever get moonburnt, so he gave you your little bottle of the gold, please.
I don't actually want this. I don't know you. This is just cream.
Because
what kind of cream is this?
said the samples were free, bitch.
This is just cream.
it wasn't even a sample. It was a small bottle.
What is it? Like, I don't even know what this is. It's just. I don't have taste buds. Why did I taste it? I don't have taste
Why are
buds.
you buying moonburn cream?
In case I get moonburned. We're in moonburn fucking
Yes,
city.
so in case you get moonburnt, you can use the
Then
cream.
if I get moonburned, I'll come see you afterwards.
Oh,
You never said time limit.
Okay.
God, I thought
But
this
you
would be
took
something-
it from my shop. I expect payment.
Wipe it off. No, I don't have anything.
You're holding the jar.
I didn't take it. I just touched it.
No, you took it.
No, I didn't. I just said I
Okay.
touched it.
Okay, so he puts the cap on this small bottle and he grabs out a very large bottle, moon cream, and he kind of starts to ignore you with holding a much, much larger bottle than he offered to you. Moon cream here, get your moon cream.
How
far is the
Call the scammer.
Miss Ivory's from here? Miss Ivory's? Miss Ivory's is basically, so imagine the big circle with trees in the middle. You guys coming through this way. Miss Ivory's is out through that way, down a little bit of a road. Not far, but
Yeah, listen here,
Fine.
moon cream.
assertive young man. You'd like some moon cream.
I'd like you to turn the volume down and listen for a moment.
Okay.
Some Miss Ivories are across the square. You know the place?
Of course, everybody knows Miss Ivory's.
Now, you seem like a guy that has his ear to the ground.
In most cases, yes.
Who would be Miss Ivory's direct competitor? Who would be her most voracious competitor?
Oh, voracious is a strong word because there's not many voracious bakers in this town. But Mabel's would be the strongest competitor, yeah. Yeah.
And who would profit most from Miss Ivory not being operational today, this close to the festival?
I think you know that answer.
That'd be Miss Mabel's as well.
Absolutely, it would. And I know what you're thinking. Miss Mabel was questioned, and she's a sweet lady. I don't think she would do anything of the sort.
I'm not saying she would either, but would there be people that Miss Mabel would potentially be associated with behind closed doors that might have an interest in this?
Miss Mabel's as straight up as I know. I would have to say that somebody trying to ruin Miss Ivory's business wouldn't necessarily have to do with Miss Mabel. She's benefiting through other causes, I'm sure, because obviously we've seen the line, how busy she is. I think that it would be someone more or less along the lines of someone not wanting the holiday festival to be as good as it could be, because Miss Ivory's delicacies are very popular around this time of year. It seemed weird to me that she didn't have anything stolen and just tampered with.
Do you know of anybody around these parts that are herding green that have a dog that falls?
I do not know anybody that's...
No one around here is a real Grinch or anything? You know,
No,
real
not
meanie?
that I can think of.
Is there anyone who doesn't like the holiday?
I'm sure there's some, but nobody that sticks out in mind that's extra sour.
Now, for a gold piece or two, would you have information worth that amount of money that would help out as far as determining the aggressor in this?
If I knew, I would probably just help Miss Ivory instead of keeping it to my chest. She's a wonderful lady.
Salesman such as yourself, what has she done to aid you?
Miss Ivory brings a lot of joy to this community. She's never done any wrong. She doesn't deserve any wrong.
And you say you're here to support the community.
I need to make money.
Then in that case, why are you selling a product such as this that offers such respite from the moonburns at such a steep price, whereas borderline unreachable by most individuals?
Because my cost is so high into this.
What are the ingredients that drive the cost up? Maybe there's something we can do to help you procure the ingredients at a lesser amount. Maybe we can increase your margin so that you can then go and help the community better.
That sounds great. I use the finest moonstone and then my own secret ingredients that I procure my own ways that I can't tell you. Otherwise, you just sell your own moon cream and then I'd be out of business.
No, that is not the goal here. We are here to help the community, same as yourself.
If you
Just
could
in
find
this
me,
moment,
if
we
you
are
could
here to
find
help
me
you.
some moonstone, but not just any moonstone. Moonstone I'm looking for has a deep purple hue to it, and it can only be found very deep in the mines.
Purple hue in the mine. Green. As I raise my eyebrow.
Forcibly.
I don't want to do it.
Why are you doing that?
Because I'm suspicious.
Okay, of who?
As I
Purple
slowly
man.
float down, and I slowly druid craft a monocle around the one eye with a little vine that hangs down.
On my eye?
Yes.
Okay, and it raises my eyebrow up for me so I can stop doing this.
Yes.
Thank you. It permanently holds it up there while it's there. We see the purple man in the moon. You know about that.
Purple man in the moon.
He had a purple necklace.
Can you elaborate some?
Yes, I can. Tree man?
I believe he asked you.
Yes, but to elaborate, and I didn't actually even see it, but you saw it.
There was a cloaked figure running around during the moonburn times, and he wore a pendant that appeared to be glowing with the same purple hue.
Oh. I know a little bit of something about that.
Was it you?
No.
Okay.
I believe you immediately. I don't give a fuck if it was you. What do you know?
Well, I mean, since you brought it up for a couple gold, I'd be willing to answer that question.
But to be such a pirate, such a staple in the community, wouldn't you wish this be solved?
This has nothing to do with Miss Ivory that I know of. This is a different question.
But anybody running around in the midst of moonburn times,
There are a few that do. Those are the moonburns, and I profit off of them.
why would you profit off of them?
Because if they don't want to be known as moonburn, they come to me to get it fixed.
So every night they buy moonburn cream.
Every once in a while. When they get burned.
How do they avoid getting burned?
Prolonged exposure.
You know, where I come from, when people sell healthcare for too much money, for people can't afford it, they get shot.
Wow. Well, you should go back to where you've come from.
Whoa! You can't say that.
I can say whatever I want.
Yeah, you automaton.
So,
Well, yeah,
about that couple gold, and I'll give you a little bit more information about the.
I think that at the end of the day, my family being the
My family has a car dealership over down the Feywild.
yeah, my family being the head of the Merchants Guild from the Feywild, I think that buys me a little bit of good graces with a merchant such as yourself.
Do you have anything to prove that?
The fact that I'm a fairy.
There's fairies around.
What is there any?
They're uncommon, but you see a few.
As you look at me, a mirror summons in front of my face.
No, you can't do that.
If you wish not to aid someone such as myself and my family, then we will take our leave. But
You offered me
you
gold.
will be remembered.
You'll be remembered
Yeah,
as
you
well.
want one gold?
And if you
I'll give you a
want-
gold puck.
Thank you.
And if this information's wrong, I will find you. This is thieving from a child. Murderable offense.
No, it is not murderable. You said thieving is
No.
not murderable.
Some thieving is.
So he takes.
I can't murder for this.
He takes the gold.
I can't murder for this.
He just wants to murder hobo.
I'm not killing anybody.
He's like, I'm lining you up for death.
So he
You're next, buddy.
actually explains to you guys.
Let's take a gold up.
The only people that I know of that are wearing that deep purple amulet or logo is actually a small group of thieves that just began in the city. They're up and coming. They're petty right now, but they go by the Finch.
That's a shit name.
So similar to Grinch.
Oh, that's so unintentional and funny. They go by the Finch. You typically you'll see them around the market, but the only distinguishable point of it is that if you look close enough, or if they are not smart enough to hide it, they will have that glowing amulet.
A finch. Have you ever seen these finch before? Where have you seen? I'm sure you've seen one of them.
You see every once in a while they'll walk by my stall. They'll walk around in the stores and stuff, but the guards, especially the ones around the tree right now, they're keeping an eye out for the sketchier folk.
And you say that they do business with you quite often.
They'll come to me every once in a while.
So they're burnt?
Only through prolonged exposure, yes.
I don't know what that word means.
In it for a long time. Thank you.
Do you know where the Finch hang out?
I don't know where their operations come out of, but I know that they do hang around in the market a lot, and sometimes they'll just watch, try to scope things out. You could talk to the city guard about them. They might know something.
Let's not do that.
So very good at this.
Well, I appreciate the information. I swear to God, I'll go back. He's probably 2 more melons deep by now.
It's been a decent amount of time, but it has not been all the way to
That's only 2, not 3.
12 o'clock.
He's got another melon up there, you know it.
He does have another melon in there.
Well, sounds like these finches might be the crowd that Marcellius has fallen in with.
I think you're right.
Thistlebrook, you think you can spot him out of a crowd?
No.
Thistlebrook, you think you can spot Marcellius out of a crowd?
Yeah, for here, man.
What's he look like?
Like a bro.
Like he's got skin and hair.
He's tall,
Do you want to fill in the blanks?
What
He's-
race?
Marcellius is an elf. He,
Yeah. like that, you know?
What kind of elf?
Not bald, we know that.
Yeah, he's a wood elf. His hair
kind of has that emo swoop to it as it kind of goes over his eyes.
Weird cut line.
Yeah, racing stripe.
Yeah, he's got a racing stripe.
Although we went same place.
That's so funny.
Yeah, that's
Okay, emo swoop with a racing stripe. All right.
yeah. It's quite tall,
Perfect.
Elves are.
4'2".
That's not tall. For you, maybe. Look at you. Just kidding.
Well, let's go check out this market.
Now, stay out of trouble.
Okay, and start
Okay,
selling.
random marketer.
Yeah, and start selling some real shit.
Just ask for his entire business plan.
Why didn't you just say thanks, Dad?
Yeah, Jesus. Is he Tabaxi? He's Tabaxi, right?
Josh's contributions to the session have been crying.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
That's more than he does as a dem.
Hell yeah, baby.
A dem is a squeal and a fireball from time to time.
And it's his own teammates.
You mean
Okay, so you guys head
then-
back towards the... Are you guys gonna go check out Blacksmith?
Blacksmith, yes, I would like to go there.
You can't have a gun.
I would spend all this time flying around the markets trying to look out for this elf with a racing stripe. So while these guys are doing that, that's what I'm doing.
Okay. So you're gonna spend some time looking around for an elf.
I'm
race
flying
stripe.
around the market looking for an elf with a racing stripe.
Fuck it, party is already split. I'm gonna go look for the mine and try to buy some moonstone.
Okay, so you're gonna head down into the mining district?
Yep.
Okay, and what are you doing?
I'll go to the ferry looking for the elf.
Okay, so you're gonna be on the ground looking for the elf?
Actually, not so much. I'd investigate the fucking bakery.
You're gonna go check out...
Ivories.
Yeah.
Awesome. What do you do besides cry? Oh, you went to the blacksmith. Yeah.
Alright, so we'll start Josh. Okay, so you make your way down to this smoldering hammer where you're met by
A sign that says no kids unattended.
Without parents. No kids without parents.
you hear ting, ting, ting coming from the inside, and
This is how my dad did.
you walk in and you see a dwarf with a long red beard and bald head. And how goes it?
I'm looking for
Your
more
parents?
solid-
Oh,
I misheard you.
sorry. I don't see many children come in here alone.
I'm looking for Marcelius.
Marcelius, that no good swine. I kicked him out a couple days ago.
That goddamn orphan.
I am.
Yeah,
What are you looking for him for?
I'm staying where he's supposed to be staying. They said he went missing.
Oh, in more trouble.
Oh, the orphan.
What do you mean more trouble?
Marcelius is nothing but trouble. I hired him to work for me. He snuck some of my goods and started selling them on the market. I caught him.
Did you get all of your goods back?
No,
So he's probably still trying to sell them.
maybe. I haven't seen it. I look around the market every once in a while to see, but he's not there.
What kind of wares do you make?
Well, if you look around, armor, weapons, that kind of stuff.
Oh, nice.
The finest in all the city, I must tell you. Much better than the glowing anvil has.
Is that your competitor?
I wouldn't call him a competitor. He makes nothing but garbage. And he cuts my prices in half.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Don't be sorry. Be sorry for him. Everybody knows he makes junk.
Well, did you? I look around and no one's with me. So, seeing as there's only one person in front of me and I'm a very clingy guy, did you need some help or anything? I'm not like Marcelius. I'm not gonna steal from you.
So when I look at you, how
You see a very worried kid.
how tall are you?
About 5 feet.
Okay,
5 feet
strong
tall.
build.
Yeah, would definitely be a stronger build, more of like a healthier, like, my robes and everything. If he would be familiar, my robes are more of a gray and beige and stuff, but the ends are tinted red, probably from the sand and everything, from sandstone.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I could use a little bit of help. I had Marcelius for a reason, so you know what? Why don't you go and fill up the forge with some more coal?
Okay.
It's in the back. You can grab the bucket.
Thank you. I run to the back and grab a bucket of coal and
So he opens up the forge so that you can start throwing it in. 5 or 6 buckets, and then I'll tell you what else to do.
okay, sounds good. I try to do this really quickly.
Yeah, so you're gonna start working away, and
Yep. That's how I spend the rest of my time.
okay, sounds good. So you're gonna just start being his little sidekick. Sounds
Yep.
good. Okay, you're headed out to the mines.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you make your way to the mines, and the change in environment hits you pretty hard. It goes from the cheery, decorated, hustling bustle to you see a lot more burnt. You see a lot more people kind of hooded in alleys, up to no good, most likely. Lots of shut down buildings, a lot of residential areas, so almost like apartment complexes, duplexes, that kind of stuff, small shacks, and then you see in the distance a forge, what looks like a factory kind of thing.
Okay. No, like direct like mine or nothing, eh?
Nothing.
So probably the factory will be the first place that I go.
Okay, so you head down to the factory, and it's a fenced-off building with a large gate, and there's one rougher-looking, skinny guy kind of sitting beside the gate.
I'll walk up to him and be, hello, I was looking for a place that I might be able to buy some moonstone.
What, for a holiday festival outfit for your mum? I don't know what you're looking for, you kid.
I know someone who would have cried from that. Not exactly, just some raw moonstone.
What do you need raw moonstone for?
Well, I heard it has good, good
Restorative.
fertilizing properties.
I've only heard that from one crazy bloke.
Yeah, I'm looking into it.
You could maybe buy some from some of the miners. We don't really sell direct. Consumers.
Whereabouts would I find the mine?
Well, you just go down the road outside the city gates, about half a mile.
Okay. And what do you guys make here?
We try to refine it down into its dust form where we can sell it off to different places throughout the region.
Oh, I see. Is that the only form you guys put it into, or do you help with the jewelry side as well?
Here, that's what we do. No, the jewelers, they actually might in this market have some raw moonstone for you, because they're going to carve it down.
Well, I suppose straight from the vein would make most sense first.
Sure would.
Thank you. And your name was?
Harvey.
Nice to meet you, Harvey. I'm Lute.
Lute, be careful around this area, man. You're a young boy. Fine bark.
How do you know I'm young? I'm a tree.
I can tell. I got a thing for trees.
Oh,
He's gonna say anything
Oh.
age.
I know someone who would have threatened you off that.
Is it the same guy that would have cried?
No.
Oh.
I'm not living in the greatest situation right now.
It doesn't seem like it.
The third one would have probably charmed you by now. And the fourth one's too high to know where he is.
And the fifth one would have thrown
The
you
fifth
fit.
one hasn't left his
There
room.
might be a fifth one.
You must live with grafting. It's got all sorts of creatures.
He seems the nicest.
He very much is.
Well, anyways, I better hurry it up. Better be like a tree and fuck off. I'm gonna start walking down the road.
Okay, so you're gonna head towards the actual outskirts of the city.
Yeah, head on a swivel.
Okay, so
I'm
yeah,
gonna make sure, like, I don't really have much on me in the first place because I said all I put on was my robes and tied for a waist. My basically my coin purse at this point is pretty much wrapped on my actual, like, the rope that I'm using as a belt. It's tied on there. So
okay, so we'll pause your session for a second here. And
yeah,
go to
literally all I'm doing, just so you're aware, I'm looking for a miner, trying to buy some raw moonstone.
Wyatt's usually looking for miners.
Yeah, well, I'm also looking for somebody to kill right now.
No, I don't
all right,
know nobody.
let's go to
I ain't
Matcha
from
and
nobody. What murder? Murder?
He's from Boston.
What
now.
murder? What? All right, what do you? So you guys are just flying around. You're R2D2ing around.
I'm in the bakery.
Okay, so you're gonna head to the bakery. Okay, We'll go. I guess we can start with you. Yeah. So you make your way to the bakery and you walk.
Is it operational? Are people inside?
There are no. The door is open. And when are you going to just open the door, walk in?
Yeah. If it's open.
So when you on the outside, some things to note. There's not really any signs of damaged glass or anything like that from the storefront. It seems pretty.
Ugh. Covered in snot.
Seems pretty normal. And then when you walk in, you see a larger woman once again, but this time she is a dwarf, and she welcomes you. And how you doing, honey? I'm so sorry. I'm out of business. Just for the time being.
Why?
Well, my machines were tampered with.
How?
Well, all the internal functions were were shredded apart and ripped apart. Somebody messed around with them, so I've got some guys here working on them now to try and put them back into order.
Why would someone do that? That's so mean.
I don't know.
Anyone send any letters? Any threatening letters? Anyone around here? Maybe that shouldn't be around here. A little sketchy. Maybe
No, the only thing I noticed is the stuff that I had prepped for today was all destroyed too, so the cookies and everything like that.
No one with no purple necklace around here?
No, not that I've noticed.
Okay. Checking, we should know it's still up. Well, that's unfortunate. How'd they get in? I don't see no glass.
That's the weird thing. I don't know how they got in. The door wasn't broken. I think I locked it. I know I lock it every night.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they could have picked the lock. I'm not sure. But nothing was damaged, thankfully, other than my equipment. So,
okay, that's fine. Do you mind if I take a look around? My parents, they're not here right now, but I used to help them do a little bit of investigation work. Mind if I take a look around and see what happened? I'd love to find out.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, perfect. I'm gonna take a look around. First of all, I want to see the damage dealt to the bakery supplies. I have my tinker tools.
Okay, so you could go in and you would see that there's a couple guys working on these machines trying to put them back together and kind of grease back up all the parts and components. And they're a little ways into the job now. They're working pretty quickly. So you can look in and... How you doing, kid?
I'm okay. I just want to see what you guys were doing.
We're fixing up these machines so we can get you those cookies that you probably love. Okay, I'm sorry.
I myself am part machine. Did I show them?
Oh,
do you need any help fixing anything? Maybe I can take a look around.
Well, as long as you don't cause any more damage. I mean, she's had terrible luck so far.
The machines, do they look like they're doing well?
Yeah, like if you look at them, they do look like they probably know what they're doing. You find a machine that they haven't worked on yet that you could go and take a look at them. Almost like a mixer kind of thing. So when you open it up, unlike the rest of the operation getting, like there was no damage or anything else, you can see that they were rough getting into the screw holes, everything like that. They look like they were forced open a lot more. The paint scratched up on the machine. And then the internals were busted up pretty bad. There would have had to have been a decent amount of force here because gears and stuff broken, yeah.
So everything's broken and you can't repair it? It's not like repairable? Looks like.
No, you'd have to fix most of the parts, or if you knew mending or something along those lines, you might be able to fix it.
Okay, so then, because I am a ranger, I am going to check around, because obviously we're at this machine. I'll check around the ground and see if there's any kind of, like, tracking. I'm not sure there'll be footsteps, if there's dust, if the moon dust shit's all over this.
Okay, let's roll investigation.
I'm doing investigation. I'm investigating.
Well, tracking survival.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm more so just investigating the ground. 12 plus 3, so 15. No, plus 4, so 16.
16. Okay.
Plus a D4 built for success. 17.
Okay. You looking around, you spend a bit of time, and where you actually find a little bit of something is a larger boot print inside of like the powdered sugar dust that's kind of on the ground from when he destroyed the cookies and the stuff. You find a larger boot print. That's about it, and it kind of tracks towards the door like he was on his way out. So it probably would have been the last thing he did.
So it was at the door. It leads to the door.
It leads towards the door. It fades away, but it's going in that direction.
There's no hidden No hidden like floorboard that you cracked open. Underground tunnel.
No, nothing like that you would
Those are
have
pretty
you
common.
would have found.
Okay.
It seems like this person came in through the front door somehow.
And you said large, like quite noticeably large?
Grown adult man, like probably a little bit above
Human?
average growth man.
Human elfish size foot, not a hoof.
Yeah, not a hoof.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna measure it.
Okay, sounds good. So you would get, let's go with the size 12 and a half is the best comparison.
Yeah, 12 and a half.
Yeah.
He's a big shoe and suspected he destroyed everything. No magic.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all I can think of. I can't think of anything else to check.
Okay.
So he came in from the door.
So, Miss Ivory, for you. I'll tell you what, honey. You figure out who did this. This season, I'm gonna bake you a special batch.
God damn! Oh, thank you, lady.
Oh, you don't eat?
Yeah, I don't eat.
I'm sorry. You can have some of my motor oil. I don't know.
Oh, fuck yes! Yes! I love motor oil.
All right.
That's like alcohol to
Turns the nozzle upside down, sticks it up his nose.
Do you have moonstone oil? Never had any of that. Is that a real thing?
You know, I've never baked.
Well, you don't have to bake with that.
You bake with motor oil?
What the fuck?
I use it for my machinery.
Hey man, she's pretty good.
I use it for my machinery. Keeps my equipment running well. I take pride in it. It really hurt me knowing that. You're not even fucking here. Fuck you.
It was a good question.
Okay, so we'll go to. You're good there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, should I tell me?
And yeah, that's kind of all she has.
Yeah, there's nothing else there then. Yeah.
Your kid investigating being a super sleuth to save Christmas.
Can you see you?
7 for perception while I'm looking.
Oh, your roll is definitely not.
It's always this way. I see nothing.
So you don't see anything other than you do get kind of like the kid instinct in you still loves watching the presents kind of get handed to the guards and brought to the center of the tree, and there's a significant amount going there, but that's kind of all that catches your eyes. You think, I could steal these presents easily.
No, I would never think that. I'm not a thief.
Intrusive
someone-
thoughts, we've all thought it.
Intrusive thoughts.
No.
Everyone has intrusive thoughts. I want to steal his presents. I'm in there.
all.
Yeah,
I don't steal, but I want to steal his presents.
That's not. No.
okay, fine, I'll correct it. You keep thinking, I wonder what's in those presents.
I
Because
can
I like
charm those
presents.
I hope I get one.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Is there anything specific that you want to do other than
No.
just
No,
looking
I
around?
would spend the entire afternoon just looking for shady folks.
Hey, sounds good. So, on an inopportune cutscene, Farmer John is sitting in his shop, and it hits 12 o'clock, and ding. He walks over to his shop, and he puts it, "I'll be back," on the sign on the window. And he sits there, and he waits, and goes, "The boy really wanted to come see my farm. I'll wait and take him there. He'll be so happy." And he sits there and he waits 10, 15, 20, 30, 45 minutes. And at 45 minutes, he goes, "Oh, that's too bad. Nobody's ever asked us for." And he turns the sign back over, loads a few more watermelons back into his little range, and he puts about 5 more. And then he sits back at his table and continues to serve guests. We'll go back to Logan. Oh yeah, sorry, forgot about my crackhead. Herbalist. Sorry. Okay.
I know you're a man.
Yeah, you know what? I'll give you a deal. I'll give you a large bottle. It's regular 10 gold. I'll give it to you for 5 because you're a nice kid. And I want you to help your friend. All right, I'll listen to your song. Good job. As he claps and he's, oh, that was great. Okay. For you, 4 gold.
4 more songs.
Sure, I'll give it to you.
Who?
Okay. Heads are, so what we'll do, I'll roll my dice against your performance. If my roll is higher than yours, you pay 4 gold. If it's less, I'll give it to you for 2.
It's not good, Jace. It's not looking good.
I rolled a 3.
What's his modifier?
9.
Okay, so I rolled a 10. I don't have it up, but okay. So in exchange, he hands you a large bottle of the cream, and I hope your friend gets better.
Hope your friend gets better.
Hands you a large bottle. Hope your friend gets better.
There's no response. We might have lost him.
Oh, yes. You can't hear.
We hit 10:30 on the nose. Jason stood up and walked out.
His phone is turned.
We're going through a tunnel.
I just sleep out of his house.
And I just texted him what I said to him. I think he muted himself.
Oh, there he goes.
Okay, we'll go back to you. So there you go. He handed you a large bottle and said, I hope your friend gets better. Okay, so you're gonna head towards the blacksmith. Okay, so you get, after a couple minutes, you get to the blacksmith and you see your buddy working his butt off, trying to kind of get past the thought of losing his parents, and he's trying to get over it, so he's working his butt off to distract himself with Garth.
Until you brought it up.
DM voice.
Yeah. My parents just died, man. If anything, I find it very weird that no one else cares about their parents, is just moving on with their life. And it's like, oh, this is life. I need to make a living now. I'm just trying to fucking pass time right now and get past it. Distract myself. Okay.
Shows up. Really think that's a good idea? Yeah? Okay.
Did you have to ask Garth questions?
He told me that he didn't steal from me. These were his goods that he made, and they were obviously not. They were made by me. I know my own work. And and then he packed up his stuff and ran off towards the mining district. I what?
Made a bad call hiring him.
I couldn't tell if you said hiring or firing. Well, okay, all right. Have a good one. Bye. Okay, if you went into the main market, you would absolutely, if you spent a couple minutes, run into Nyx and RoboCop. So you're Matt.
The fairy.
What's his Kate?
Kanan.
Kanan. Nyx and Kanan. Kanan is the robot. Okay.
We were told he went to the market district. Yeah. Or from whomst? What does Garth know? Who's Garth? I don't know who Garth is. I've never met Garth. Why would I trust Garth? I've really never met Garth. I've never seen Nyx try to charm him, so I don't trust him.
You probably tried. You just weren't there.
Okay, well, I don't really even know this kid. I don't really actually care where he is. I'm gonna be honest. I'm looking for the purple necklace man. Oh no, we're looking for a purple necklace man. You're sure of it? Do you know this for sure? Or did you smoke too much with him one time and he said he knew these guys? That's cool. And you said he's also a good person, like a thief. You said he's a good guy. You said I feel like I've heard you say it 100 times. He's a good guy.
You weren't there when you started the Earth.
Jason's an hour behind, so it's 9:30 time right now. An hour left.
Because you told me this.
Yeah, you can stick around and play with him forever.
Wow. Okay, well we can try and look for him. I guess no one saw the purple necklace guy, so yet.
So we're gonna cut scene to Logan. Character quick. So Logan, as you're walking towards the gates, go towards the thing. Roll a perception.
+3.
Sorry.
15 + 1, 16. No, I actually do have a +3. No, yeah, it is +3 with proficiency. So 18.
So out of the corner of your eye, in one of those abandoned buildings, you kind of see that faint purple glow go by through and past one of the windows, as it just catches the corner of your eye.
Ooh. I've got no one here to talk to.
So we'll leave the session at that. Thanks, guys, for a good session 0.
Matt, what do I hit?
number
Stop
one.
all.
Do your outro.
Thank you guys all for watching. This was great. Jason, we're gonna fix you next time so we can actually hear you.
We'll be back in with the Kraken next week.
Yeah, we're gonna be back to. We're gonna be back.
Well played. Oh my god.
What?
We'll be back in with the Kraken next week. Wyatt, you gotta pre-record some outros for
Did I
us.
get +2 charisma for that?